Saidi mama no. Whoever brought her to that live, nini limleta hapo? Ataka hapo compensation anacheka. Idiot, taka hii. Sharakai, thank you. Mulimwona? Mulimwona huyo mwanamke? Amejileta, ana type nyako, ifuo kachiat mijinga. Ifuo sana. Ati ji sasa achicheke, angeenda acheke kwa platform yake. Angezoom huko. Angezoom, angecheka. Why did she come when she knew that I was starting to speak? Ashafika. Anacheka. Ananitafuta maneno. Mwanamke ananicheka maneno, nitafuta maneno. Waelewa? Na ukinitafuta maneno utanipata, nyako, utanipata. Kidwara wachi ibo yuda. Wangsa. Anaikrini anytime. Iwinjo. Aikrani anytime. I'm ready for you. You are the one person I'm always ready for on this TikTok. So if you kwa unanitafuta, nitafute. I will be available immediately. Hey, Aki village life Omera. Anyway, as I was saying, anapenda uchokozi sana Nelly. Nyako alikuja hapo kunichokoza. Kwa sababu nilimuanalyze jana. Na hiyo inamuumiza sana kwamba nilimuanalyze.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't miss any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Boom tap. Una hang, bado na hang. Unakuja ukienda bado surely. Oh gosh. Kuna na mimi nikifanya. Chandela anasema network iko. Kutap wangu. Tujaribu kutap. Narudia sasa. Mkonfamia tu kama iko. And I went. Sasa ninunue dawa. 1 minute. I think now it's bundles, but it's still 3G. Nimenunua data, it's still bado inasema 3G. Sasa inasema 4G. I've bought data. Are we back? Can you confirm ya kwamba tuko sawa so I continue? Are we okay or should I move a bit? Unmute. Asija mute mimi. Let me move a little bit that side. Let me move. Koro, let me move. Where's the stool? Now that I have data, let me move a little bit. Okay, and I'm also going to address Nyako, by the way. Nyako, I'm also addressing you. I'm also addressing Nyako, by the way. Kwa hivyo watu wa Nyako wasidhani niniponea. Nyako came kwa hiyo live akaanza kucheka. I'm addressing you guk. Gimano kelie live. Yero fuere, yero yuma sana. Na kutafuta maneno penye ujaitwa. Idiots. Guys, can you confirm that I'm good? Ofuo Saidi mama no. Whoever brought her to that live, nini limleta hapo? Ataka hapo compensation anacheka. Idiot, taka hii. Sharakai, thank you. Mulimwona? Mulimwona huyo mwanamke? Amejileta, ana type nyako, ifuo kachiat mijinga. Ifuo sana. Ati G sasa achicheke. Angeenda acheke kwa platform yake. Angezoom huko. Angezoom, angecheka. Why did she come when she knew that I was starting to speak? Ashafika. Anacheka. Ananitafuta maneno. Mwanamke ananicheka maneno, nitafuta maneno. Waelewa? Na ukinitafuta maneno utanipata, nyako, utanipata. Kidwara wachibo yuda. Ewangsa. Anaikrini anytime. Iwinjo. Aikrani anytime. I'm ready for you. You are the one person I'm always ready for on this TikTok. So if you iko unanitafuta, nitafute. I will be available immediately. Yeah, hey. Aki village life Omera. Anyway, as I was saying, anapenda uchokozi sana Nelly. Nyako alikuja hapo kunichokoza. Kwa sababu nilimuanalyze jana. Na hiyo inamuumiza sana kwamba nilimuanalyze. Nikasema kwamba hizo pesa zenye anadhani atapata kwa Nigeria atapata ngo, hata sumni atapata ngo. Watu wenye anadanganya followers wake. Oh, people are ready to donate immediately. Why don't they? Kwa nini wasikupe pesa saizi if they are ready to donate now? Usidhani watu ni wajinga. Guys, let me put the phone to charge. Narudi. Yeah, gini tonga manono wando jowadwa. Yeah, I need the charger. I need my charger. I need my charger. Oh, I need my charger. Oh. Haya, tunaendelea guys. Hiyo filter ni kali sana. Niko kwa village na kaa venye nataka guys. So filter lazima. Zoea filter. Haya guys. So this is what I'm going. I thought you are besties. No, we're not. Not me and Nyako. But we don't hate each other. But I will address her anytime I want. Lakini simchuki. Simchuki lakini nitamkanyaga kama burukenge. Kama umbwa. Kama umbwa. If she comes looking for me, she will agree. Obo ye. Guok. Anyway, back to the issue at hand. So, number one, I said, wacha nimalizane na Nyako ndio nirudi kwa Kapunye. Nyako, yesterday I analyzed you. Ilikuuma. Nilikuwa analyze kule kwa nani? Ilikuwa kwa nani? Kwa nani? Kwa Kunis. I think Kunis ndiye alikuwa host. Kunilicious. Nikakwambia ya kwamba, darling, there is no way you will get money from Nigerians who focus kwa tap tap. That's all I told you. Focus on tap tap. Hiyo pesa unadhani mtu atakupatia pesa kubwa. Siji TikTok pasta. TikTok pasta pia ni mtu wa njaa, anatafuta pesa. That's why anaenda kufungua home ministries Nairobi. Kwa nini asifanye home ministries downtown Atlanta? Kwa nini? And there are very many poor black families in America. Very many homeless people living on the streets of America. Kwa nini asifanye huko US? Anakuja Africa kwa sababu anajua by saying the name Africa watu watampatia pesa automatic. So she's coming to use Kenyans kupata do. That's just it. Do you do the math? Do you do the math? Because I've traveled across America. I'm always meeting people on the streets. I was in New York late last year. No, I was in California. Last year I was in Los Angeles and also San Diego. Okay, the year before I was in New York City. Subway imejaa watu wenye wako homeless, wanalala tu kwa subway. Waelewa? So if this man was caring for the homeless, then angefocus kwa America, angefocus kule America. Waelewa? Show passport stamps. I travel to America all the time, sweetie. I don't need to show stamps. Okay? So, angefocus huko. Lakini kwa nini anakuja Kenya? Ni kwa sababu Kenya is juicy as a black face, so sympathy, so money off people's pockets. He knows exactly what he's doing, TikTok pastor. Anajua Kenya anafanya. Aya, kwa hivyo ukidhani atakupa do Nyako, ngou, atakupa pesa. Yeye ndiye anatafuta do. Sawa? Yeye ndiye anatafuta pesa. So the only way you can make money is through tap tap. Hiyo ndio nilikuwa na lazima kuambia jana. Focus kwa tap tap. Achana na hizi pesa unafuata, hizi get rich quick ideas zenye uko nazo kwa kichwa yako, kidhani utaenda pahali, utaomoka raka, utatoroka. Na pesa ya charity, au utapata pesa ya charity na uomoke nayo na utoroke. Hakuna. Okay? Another thing yenye nilisema is very, very simple. Recently you are homeless. You are in a shelter. Okay, in whatever. Hamburg. Yeah? You are recently in a shelter. Juzi tu ndio ukapata accommodation. Uko kwa nyumba sasa, uko kwa nyumba yako. Yes, ni kidogo, nimesikia ni room 2 pekee, bedroom 2, but it is still your own space. Waelewa? Hata kama umeturn living room into a bedroom, it is still your own personal space. You have not settled down. You have not sorted out your finances. Wewe pia ni masafara. Waelewa? But you are still trying to find your grounding. You're still trying to settle down. Kwa hivyo you are hungry. Therefore you cannot be leaving Germany to come feed hungry people in Kenya when you're already hungry in Germany. Unaelewa? It does not make sense, and it is pretty much again an indication ya kwamba unataka hii maneno ya charity na foundation ili uibie watu. Simple. Na sio kuiba kwa ubaya, unataka hata wewe ujilishe na ulishe watoto wako. It is very, very simple. Anyone can do the math. Na apate 1+1 ni 2. Waelewa? It is not rocket science. The only reason someone who was recently homeless, someone who's lived in a shelter for almost 1 year, wants to really run towards charity is because bado wako na njaa, and they need to fix hiyo njaa. And they're imagining the only way they can fix it is through kuombaomba pesa kwa donors. Waelewa? Donors ndio watafixia. There are no get rich quick schemes anymore. You had your chance, you played with it. Hakuna sasa. Sasa ni tap tap. Mpaka upate pesa imetosha. Ni tap tap kila siku. Mpaka pesa itosha. Hakuna get rich quick schemes. Hakuna mtu atakurushia do venye walikuwa wanarusha kitambo. They threw many millions at you. I'm very sure in terms of mchango, zile 16 million, ulipata more than 16 million kwa mchango za charity, za kufeed street families. I'm very sure you did. That money is no longer there, sweetie. No longer there. Okay? Yes, you can say, I'm going to rely on Google Nation to give me the money. Kunichangia. You know very well that hauna hiyo quorum ya mchango anymore. Hakuna. Waelewa? Google ime shrink by, I think, over half. I think it has shrunk by 3/4. Waelewa? So right now, your former Google members are just your viewers. They are not willing to participate in any michango. Weka mchango kesho uone. Hata uliweka mchango, I think a few days ago, walikuwa wanakuangalia tu hivi, hawatoi. Waelewa? Ulikuwa unachangia website, si ndio? What, they were just looking at you. They were not removing any money because the former Google members who used to support you, they are still present, but they are your observers. They are watching you. They are seeing. They are now getting the entertainment for free. Waelewa? They are getting the entertainment for free. So watakuja hapo na pseudo. Most of them are pseudos. Yeah, your former supporters. Wako hapo wote. Wanakuwatch. Yeah? Lakini they have no intentions of giving you even a shilling. Because wanajua wataoshwa. Muosho moja ngapi? Kali. Walishaoshwa once, wataki kuoshwa tena. Sasa nimemaliza hapo. Wote wanawatch na masudo. That's why wananga levels. They are all pseudos of former supporters. Wenye sabe, nijikute mimi. Napatia mtu pesa. Anaenda, goja. Aya, that is done. So nyako nimemalizana na wewe, unanitafuta maneno. Kukuja kwa live penye niko na unacheka kama mjinga. You want to get my reaction. Now you got it. Sawa, now you got it. Okay? And I'm addressing you from my own house. Yenye silipi rent. Waelewa? So when you are responding to me kwa mafumbo, ujue ya kwamba hata kama nasema huyu mama si ligi yangu, kuna venye huyu mama amenishinda foot 20,000. Jesus. Yes, kuna venye huyu mama amenishinda foot 100. Respondie na mafumbo like you do all the time. Ukiwa unasema I only address Obina. Obina hana haja na wewe. I only address Obina, Prince Mwiti, sijui and who. I think these days anasema na Bolo. Unaelewa? But you address us kwa mafumbo because you are afraid of us. You understand? You are afraid of us. So utaenda hapo unaeka unanirespondia like unaeka that woman is obsessed with me. No, you are obsessed with me and you wanna be me. That is why you are busy chasing after all the things I did 10 years ago. Saizi ndio nataka ku register foundation. Saizi ndio nataka ku help the community. Kwa nini ukufanya 10, 20 years ago? Why now? You wanna be Lady J, sweetie. And you don't know how to do it. You don't know the formula. Ask me for the formula. I will tell you. I'll even tell you how to live without paying rent. Because you are an old woman like me, almost 50 years. You have no business still living in people's properties, dada. Basi sisi ni wakongwe. Tunaishi kwa manyumba zetu. Thank you very much. Wacha sasa ni focus na kapunye. Now, this is the recording that I took kule kwa YTK. And let me talk to YTK real quick. YTK, nilikwambia siku moja ya kwamba usiweke nini mbele sana. Usijaribu kuprotect watu sana. Hawa tuna protect ndio wanakuanika vibaya sana. Waelewa? You are the reason why you did not allow me to respond to Diana is because of the same thing. Best, thank you so much. You are trying to protect her. You are protecting someone who goes behind your back, goes and humiliates you and your entire family on TikTok. Like, it does not make sense. It does not math. Sky Limit, nice to see you, long time. Nice to see you. It does not math. You cannot be doing that. Best, thank you so much. Thank you, Best TV. You cannot do that. Huwezi fanya hivyo. Huwezi fanya hivyo. Yeah? Ungenikubalia wewe ni respondie huyu mwanamke. This is what the woman said. Let me play the recording now. This is what the woman said, guys. And this is me responding to Diana. The thing that I wanted to do at YTK can you drop? This is what Diana said, guys. Not
aware of, like, I've not been
and thank you
for a long time, so I don't even know what's going on with her life. Again, I don't want to get involved in discussions about what she's doing or not. If she's doing good with her schools, good for her. So I do not intend to make comments on information that I do not have facts about.
Yeah, but anyway, let me just...
Diana,
okay.
Are you in a position to take questions from Lady J directly akipanda?
Now, okay, so YTK, that was not very smart on your part because it showed as though I requested. Ni kama, yani the way it came across, ni kama nilikuomba ya kwamba nataka kuuliza Diana maswali. YTK, unajua ya kwamba mimi na Diana hatuelewani na tutawaielewana. You know, Diana sometimes wishes we could get along so much that kuna sudo ingine kwa platform yake inaitwa Sijinya kwa Rogot. Guys, unajua hiyo sudo? Imagine wanga naongea na hiyo sudo ni kama ananiongelesha. Waelewa? Like anaongea na huyo mtu ni kama Lady J, you ukiwa hapa unatupenda, lakini ukiwa kwa platform yako unatucharaza. Wanganaongea na hiyo suda ni kama naniongelesha. My dear, Bess, thank you, Bess. My darling, Dana, Bess TV ananichafulia. Thank you so much, baby girl. Thank you. Dana, I cannot be on your platform with a pseudo talking to you. I can't. That's something that Lady J cannot and will never do. While you are I cannot be that person. So I know you wish, John, thank you so much. I know you wish I'd be there talking and responding to you. I could never do that. I'm not that kind of person. Okay? But wacha niendelee, Kenya anasema. So she really wishes I'd be there talking to her. She wishes I'll go towards her venye Merupita amefanya. Not me, Dana. Not me. Aya, tuendelee.
No.
Okay. Sasa.
Mbona telete maneno CEO.
Alafu ataanza kuniongelelea. Mtangoja, ngoja nimsikie. Ngojeni.
Ya maswali zingine sitaulizia guys.
Yeah.
Mtu aulize swali guys, zingine siulizi yake aiswea.
Haya, hajaulizwa swali hapo. Alafu anaanza kuniongelelea. Ngojeni kidogo.
Jana si in US. Yawa.
Mwenye anakuuliza muulize where their brother is. Can they also talk about their brother?
Zingine sisomi hata sasa. Okay guys, stop being petty guys.
Anybody that wants to ask about my family should come up here and talk about their family first, and then we can have a discussion. Don't invest in my family or ask about my family unless you're my family spokesman. You have no business asking me anything about
Ngojeni kidogo. Ataanza kuniongelelea. Ngojeni kidogo. Bila kuulizwa swali. That's what I was telling YTK.
You have no business getting
bila kuulizwa swali.
Anything to do with my family.
Diana, hi. Can I ask you something? Nini ilifanyika? What broke the camel's back? What was the stroke that broke the camel's back?
Discussed. For me, mental health issues.
Sorry.
I mean, it's just that that was the deal breaker. That just means that there were other things that happened.
Ana comment on yeye na JB. Alafu ataanza kuniongelelea. Ngoja kidogo.
I can't be doing with this. I can't be associating with.
Sikizeni.
Yeah. And also I want to tell Abundance. It's not that I cannot take questions from Jacqueline. I'm not allowing Jacqueline to ask me any questions because Jacqueline has made it her business to be disrespectful to me on this platform. I believe most of you have seen I have not opened a live to address Jacqueline on this platform. I have not been in...
Dana, when did I open a live to address you? Did you... Chameni mwanamke akufanya. Anasema Jacqueline has made her business to be disrespectful towards me on this platform. Guys, if you remember well, mimi nimekuwa nafanya tap tap. Sijakuwa hata dadaka moja kuongelelea huyo mwanamke. Guys, ni wapi niliongelelea huyo mama? Ni juzi nili-analyze yeye na JB. Fallout yake na JB. That is all I did. Right? Yeah? That is the only thing I did. Analyze her fallout with JB. Ako delulu Vito. Ana imagine kwamba mimi ufungua live yangu, mimi hey, Dana, you're joking. Utangoja sana. Sio mimi. Not me. Wacha niendelee. Ako very delusional. I swear. Haya, tuendelee.
Disrespectful to me and insult and abuse me on
disrespectful. Diana, you are the same person who talks down on younger women in a way that you want them to respect you by virtue of you being older. So never ever speak about disrespectful. Jacqueline has been disrespectful to me. When you know very well that you're 45 years old and I, Jacqueline, I am 49. Waelewa, I am an older lady. I'm older than you. So there is no room for you telling me that I have been disrespectful to you. Who brought you up? Nani alikulea? Diana? Bunyi? Were you not told that you needed to respect your elders? It is your duty to respect me. So don't go around TikTok saying, oh, Jacqueline has been disrespectful to me. It does not make sense, sweetie. Yeah? I am your elder. Mimi ni shosho. Yeah, Punyi? I am 5 years. How many years older am I? I'm around 5 years older than her. So yes, mimi naweza kukucharaza burukenge hii. Nani alikulea? Kwani hukufunzwa na mamako ya kwamba lazima respect wakubwa wako? We mtoto mkorofu. Hukufunzwa heshima. You have to respect me. Shooting star. Shooting star. Tell Punyi she needs to respect me. I'm older than her. Okay? Thank you very much. Hapo tumeclear. So don't keep saying Jacqueline has been very disrespectful to me. Jacqueline is an older lady. I'm older than you. You respect me. I don't respect you. Okay? Unless you are brought up wrong. It's like maybe you are brought up by wolves or something. But if you are brought up in a Luo household, you respect me. Thank you very much. Tuendelee hapo. Aya.
On a constant level. So I do not see why I should accord her.
Again, I have been doing tap the longest. Sija kuwa na time ya kuaddress Punyi. Punyi has actually been missing in action. Hakuna hata mtu amekuwa akimnotice. She's been in a little corner. The only reason we noticed her was because she fell out with JB. That's when we started again analyzing this woman. You understand? So my dear, nobody has been talking about you. If I remember well, TikTok has been very quiet about you. Sawa. Thank you. Tuendelee.
Respect, well, she has no respect for me. If we were in a place where both of us had respect for each other, then I would allow myself to be in a space with her to take questions from her.
I have never wanted to ask you questions, Diana. The reason being, there is really nothing that I don't know about you. That's the thing. I know everything about you. So that was just YTK thinking, oh, anaweza tuweka kwa platform moja alafu tuulizane maswali. That was YTK's idea. Mimi kama Lady J, I don't need to ask you any questions whatsoever. Okay? Thank you, Aki. Once an enemy, always. Thank you. Thank you very much. Once an enemy, mimi Diana na mimi hatuwezi elewana on anything. So again, I'm telling you, I never ever requested YTK to ask you questions. But there are things that you spoke about. That I'm gonna play.
About me in a way that is derogatory is the reason why I'm not going to give her that opportunity.
I don't need
but
the
I am
opportunity.
not afraid of her.
You're
Never
afraid
have,
of me.
Never will, and never.
You are afraid of me, Diana Okello. I enter a live, you run. I enter a guest, you run. You literally flee. Umeniogopa mwanamke. Kubali tu yaishe, sweetie. You know that the one person who will say the truth about you on this platform na kuisema kinaga ubaga kwa sababu silambi mkundu yako ni mimi. So that is why ukiniona kwa guest ndio hiyo ushatoroka. Guys, macho zangu ni chafu. Aki guys, hii maisha ya village jamani. Jesus. We are going through a lot guys. Ndio hiyo nimetoa uchafu kwa macho. Jesus. Hey, Jesus, this life in the village. Guys, can you hear me? Is the network still there? Ama nirudi Kisumu ni address hii issue. Network bado iko ama imeenda. Inasema 4G huko. Yeah, we are in the middle of nowhere. We are in the jungle. Unasikia? We are in the jungle. Hakuna salon pia. Hakuna salon. Unaona nywele venye iko. Hakuna salon. Yeah, kwa hivyo nakaa venye nataka. Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much. Crickets only, Jans. That is all you hear here. Crickets. Aya. 911G. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sharakai. Aya. So, this is the part now she talks. Okay, listen to this part.
It's not about fear. It's about respect. I respect myself. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. Otherwise, she would have come up here easily.
No. But it was really not for you to decide whether I go up or not, Punyi. That's another thing you got wrong, right? Because I actually went up soon after. Sawa. So it wasn't about coming up, but let's continue.
Yeah.
From a person. Okay. Nyakapta katendelea.
from a person looking in, between you and Lady J, I think sometimes she makes like not jokes about things. She uses it to like get clout out of like you and her going back and forth. But I don't think she's like malicious. I don't think she's got that thing in her that she's malicious and you don't have either.
Yeah, Kaplagat, thank you for that. But I'm afraid, of course, I don't have room for malice. I don't literally go out to attack Punyi, no. But when there is a juicy story on TikTok and it's about Punyi, I will analyze it whether she likes it or not. It's not because she's special that I'm going after her. You understand? So that is the idea she needs to get out of her head. She imagines that kwamba, oh, Lady J is always talking after me. No, talking about me, no, sweetie, I don't. Okay, you don't, talking about you does not give me money. I was talking about Nyako, nimepata manigan sita. Talking about Nyako, talking about you, zero manigan. Zero manigan. My dear, hauna nini? Hakuna pesa with your name, hakuna. Waelewa? Hakuna do na jina yako. So Kenya nasema as I finish is this. Kapunye, number one, I know your intellectual ability. I know that you never finished high school, you never got a degree from any university in America. And I know that you're not coming in 2027 to vie. You're lying to people. Okay? Constantly lying to people. Ya kwamba unakuja kuvai mabe. Okay? Kapunye ni CNA. Thank you very much. Ana nini? Anasema ya kwamba I'm coming to vie in Homa Bay County. Na pesa gani dada? Na pesa gani? The reason you're saying you're coming to vie in Homa Bay is because you know that I am vying. You and Nyako have the same problem. At least Nyako is benevolent. At least she's friendlier, she's nicer. Yeah? Always chasing after what Lady J is doing and wanting to do the exact same thing. That is the truth. That is the truth. At least Nyako is better. Roho yake ni she has a cleaner heart. Wewe uko na roho chafu nyeusi. That's the only difference between you two. Lakini hata wewe unasema tu unakuja kuvai kwa sababu Lady J anakuja anafanya nini? Is on the ground and she is vying. That is why you're saying you're vying. But guys, Kapunye is not coming to Kenya 2027. Okay, she's not coming in 2027 to vie. Kapunye hana means ya kutravel to Kenya. Hana pepa ya kutravel home. So hizo story mnamuuliza mpata kwa platform nani YTK ati unamuuliza, are you coming? I heard you are coming to vie in Homa Bay. Is that still the case? Hakuna. Aiko. Guys, ambieni nani aniko host nini FYP alikuwa ananishare live but I don't wanna go there. Mwambieni aniko host. Aniulize maswali. Guys, ambieni FYP aniko host wadao. Anyone who can tell her to co-host me. Let me go with my backup nimwambie. Alinishare live but by that time nilishafungua live. Ndio hiyo bado ameshare. Mwambieni atoe guest dakika moja ani co-host and then arudishe guest. But nini? Yeah, 1 minute. Mwambieni ani co-host. Najua kuna guest. Yeah, but I don't think I'll end my live now. Wacha nimco-host kidogo. Ndio nini FYP. Aniulize hizo maswali and then we finish.
So for me, anyone saying don't talk about it, it's just it's your opinion, but yeah. And saying wachana na wao wale wameme, why you saying or why you speaking about it?
Ndio hiyo. Ako tuna nini co-host.
What we need to talk about.
Wacha nim request.
So it doesn't even. Lady Jacqueline, we co-host. How do you do that?
Okay, ajui how to co-host. Ngoja kidogo.
How do you co-host?
Yeah.
You cannot co-host for enough guests.
Oh, that's hard. So kuja na backup Lady Jacqueline because
okay.
Anthony is the one who wanted to.
No worries. Hi FYP.
Hi Lady.
Yeah, I got your share. You shared the live several times. I'm not sure. Sikuangalia. But
no, I shared it on both of your accounts. That's
yes.
How I usually.
Yeah. So I had already opened my live, so I've got people here. So I'm here. Ask me questions.
No, Angeline was more interested in the questions. I don't know, Angeline, go fast, then I can chime in.
Yeah.
Angeline.
Angeline,
Amenda chai.
The mic.
So Lady J, what do you think about the whole saga of irreconciliation and peace mission na Diana?
Right, so hiyo maybe nikidrop kwa live yangu nitakuja kuansa kwenyu. Any other question? Nazi not nitarudi kuanza answer kwenyu baadaye. Niko live. Yeah, niko na over 500 people here. So any other question? Okay. I want it to be specifically about me and someone else, if that's okay. Sawa. About other people naweza comment baadaye. Sawa.
Sawa, maybe umalize live ukuje ndio.
Sawa.
Angeline hajarudi.
Nilikuwa nadhani mnataka kuniuliza juu ya Diana Ross or whatever, but that's fine. Endeleni.
Ndio nimekuuliza.
No, that is about her and going to other people's platforms. I don't think that's about me and her, but anyway, let me comment on that haraka. Okay, so the truth of the matter is that amepata a big hit by JB leaving her camp. We all know that. Waelewa. So she'll be looking around to recruit. Yeah? And what better place to start than kwa YTK? What better place? Kwa sababu anajua ya kwamba YTK is easily recruited. Waelewa. She's someone mwenye anaweza convincewa na anaweza yani she can be loyal. She can be loyal. Yeah, I think that's why she's there. And I believe she's going to go on many other platforms, not only YTK. Alikuwa anasema, when I was there, I was still waiting chini hapo kuongea. Anasema kwamba she's not doing a TikTok tour. She is indeed doing a TikTok tour. And yeah, she is doing a TikTok tour. Yeah, she's looking for people to join Team Bipolar. Yeah,
Yeah, she was also here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she was on your platform as well?
Yeah, she was
started here. And I asked the question of for me, I was going on about coalitions because I see it as coalitions. It's nothing more than that. With coalitions, you start with a handshake, make peace, and move forward. But essentially, this is just this is just TikTok politics. And realignments and everyone, getting more people. And I asked her that question.
Yeah.
JB left a void, and she said, no, there's no void that JB
There is a
left,
big void that JB has left. Ni venye Diana anatakanga kukaa gangari. Anatakanga she always wants people to see like she is bossing it. She is still strong. She is standing. She's all that. But JB has indeed left a big gap kwa Team Bipolar. A big gap. Big gap. So hiyo gap ndio Diana is trying to fill. The only problem is I don't think she can get a strong fighter kama JB, because JB alikuwanga very, very strong in terms of kucharaza watu as Team Bipolar, or rather could stand up strong against enemies. Yeah, I don't think. Maybe that's why she's looking towards YTK. Waelewa. Yeah, I think that's why she's looking towards YTK. But that alliance, if at all, YTK, if she offers you that, take it. Because again, atuko hapa kukula hewa. Waelewa. Na huyo mwanamke utoboka. Huyo mwanamke utoboka. She's in my opinion, she wants to please. She's someone who really wants to please. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't want to psychoanalyze her, because if I do, then I would say that she is a bit vulnerable. So therefore, she always runs towards helping other people without thinking that she's being used, which is always the case. 90% of the time, anatumika. Lakini ye wanga ni kama ako too blinded, anasaidia tu. Waelewa. But yeah, so hapa TikTok atuko hapa kukula hewa. So YTK, go for it, sweetie. That's all I can say. Next question, guys.
Okay. I came in late on that, but I will just ask what was the issue, because we came in while you were being dropped, and I think that is the point. Angeline was just baffled, and she was like, they've dropped her. So I don't know what the issue was.
Wait, Angeline, answer. I'll talk kidogo. Ongea, ni mute one.
I'm very sorry for what happened, and I thought what was being done to you was unfair, and this is why I shared the live so that you can come here and try to explain yourself, because you were trying to speak and no one was giving you that opportunity.
No, they were not giving me the chance.
Could overhear Anita say stuff behind, at the back there, and you were trying really hard to express yourself. So I think you were not being given a fair chance, and this is why I wanted you to come here and maybe express yourself. The things that you wanted to say there.
Oh,
that's
thank
why
you.
I shared the live with you.
Thank you, Angeline. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I don't want to be disrespectful towards, or rather, I don't want to be rude and mean towards YTK. But kuna time ingine mimi wangalia YTK alafu na feel vibaya for her, because she bends over backwards so many times for people who don't deserve that grace. You understand? I don't know why she does it. She knows why she does it, but it baffles me all the time. So she decided she is not going to allow me to respond to what Diana had said about me on her platform. Waelewa. And all I was stating was pretty much the very things Diana had spoken about without being asked a question. Nimecheza hiyo recording saizi kwa live yangu ili watu wasikize. Diana started giving that big speech about me bila kuulizwa swali. You know, without being asked a question, she gave this massive speech. I know I'm always talking about her. Why FYP? What have I been doing the last few weeks? Over 1 month now. Nimekuwa nafanya analysis. Everyone knows what I've been doing. I've been a gamer. I have had no time for, thank you, for anything, nothing. Sijakuwa na time kama hiyo. But Diana was pushing a narrative on YTK's platform ya kwamba I am always talking about her. Unaona? So she was again going back into that space where she wants people to think she's very important. And therefore people like Lady J can actually be sat down talking about her, which isn't the case. I've been busy with gaming. So all I did a few days ago was analyze the fallout between Diana and JB. That is all I did. It was a very balanced analysis where I said the good things, the things that I agreed with that Diana said about JB, and the things I disagreed with that Diana said about JB. That's all I did. I did an analysis. You understand? So I think it was from that analysis that Diana got upset. Maybe she got offended because I again stated her academic credentials. Okay? I stated very clearly that she cannot come on TikTok and say, I am brilliant. Your IQ is sijui what, your grade sijui what. Mimi, I am very brilliant. I am bright. I'm excellent. You understand? When in actual fact, the papers that we have of Diana state otherwise. Okay? This is someone who never finished high school to start with. Secondly, she came here on this platform and she lied that she had completed a bachelor's degree. And I think that is why YTK alini drop. Kwa sababu YTK hakuwa anataka niseme hiyo kitu kwa platform yake. Alisema amepata degrees 2 kutoka Ivy League University. Akasema the name of university is Pennsylvania State University. Penn State, for those who know Penn State. Akasema ya kwamba akitoka hapa, alipeana a very big speech on that graduation day. Akasema she's even gotten a full scholarship to do her master's degree. Waelewa? And she's praised, she said she wished her mother Joyce was there today and see how brilliant, how wonderful she was doing. When in actual fact, all that time, she knew she was lying. She did not get any degree. She did not even get a diploma. She had done a course, a certificate course of a few weeks. You understand? And then she was being given that certificate. They call them diplomas in America, but they're just mere certificates. They are not even the standard of a Kenyan diploma certificate. Because the diplomas, you get them, in Kenya, you get a diploma over a period of 2 to 3 years. These courses that they do in America, they are a few weeks courses, at most 3 months, and you get your certificate. And indeed, you can graduate with a gown and a hat in America. But YTK knew that that is what Diana did, and therefore Diana is a fraud. Lakini she's gone ahead to protect her. Again, YTK, I know lazima to protect Brenyo, but be someone mwenye anaeza, huyu ameongea, wacha huyu aongee, wacha kusimp sana, itakuharibia. Unaona, unaweza tumika vibaya ukisimp sana. Okay, usitumike. Yeah, that's all I can say, guys. So that's basically what I analyzed Juicy when I was analyzing them and JB. I said, you know, you cannot say that someone is not brilliant. And what the reason why I was saying this is because the parameters of finding out if someone is brilliant are, first of all, high school and then college. Both these places, Diana hana certificates. She does not have a high school certificate and she does not have a university certificate. Then how will we judge that Diana is brilliant? She said it's because she's eloquent and articulate. You cannot use eloquence as a judgment for brilliance. You cannot. You cannot. Because somebody can actually sit down. There's this woman from South Africa who speaks like an English woman living in a big country estate in somewhere in the middle of England. But what she does is copy from film how British people talk, how rich, wealthy British people talk. So you cannot use that to judge brilliance. Diana, you're wrong. The only parameters we can use, especially for me as a teacher, I need to see your papers. I need to see venye ulienda Gumbaru ukafanya. When I met you in 2015, bado ulikuwa Gumbaru unafanya high school. Ukatoka Kenya 2016. Meaning hiyo high school hukumaliza. Waelewa. So how will we tell that you're brilliant? How? Akasema hapo kwa YTK ya kwamba anatumia Google. Google is a big resource. Anyone can use Google looking for synonyms. Meaning she watched me the day I was analyzing her. And I was telling people that what this woman does, she goes on Google, picks a word, puts it in the search engine, writes synonym next to it, and then she uses all those synonyms so people can think she's brilliant. Aka confirm leo ya kwamba that is indeed what she does, because mimi nimefunza Kizungu, I can tell that is indeed what she does, only that anyone can use Google. Kwa hivyo I'm not supposed to judge her for doing that. But Diana, that simply means you're a fraud. That merely confirms my analysis of you. Huh? What you see is not no, yeah, chukweni niulizeni maswali. Nimemaliza hapo. Yes, Kijanjui.
You had a long history of friendship and rivalry, ama tunaita frenemy na mdada. I don't know, maybe for people to understand her better, kwa ilo namjua, maybe you can tell us the genesis of your differences and why they've been outstanding for so long, and also explain maybe ile mambo yalikupeleka kotini kuhusu ownership ya schools or something like that.
Nalo Kinyanjui, nalo. Okay, so first of all, walimaliza shule 98. Watu 44 years walimaliza shule 98. No, she's 45. Nyakwara Bonyo ako 45 years, sio 44. Wanga anaambia watu ako 42, siji 43. Ako 45. Brother yake aliconfirm hapa kwa TikTok. So anyway, so sikizeni. Okay, you're asking where our enmity came from. Kinyanjui, this is someone that I decided to help off Facebook. She was being trolled severely, and I chose to help her. You okay? After helping her, there's a time I don't want to get into it because there's a time I gave her money when she was in America, and then she hosted one of my best friends in her house, and then gossip ikatoka hapo. So our fallout came mainly from that moment. Okay, soon after that moment where alikuwa ananiongelelea na huyu beshte yangu. Okay, so it's a long story that I don't want to get into, but there's a question umeuliza about the schools. That is the one I'm most interested in. I finished 92. 51, I finished in 92. Mpenzi wa Ochot, I finished in 94, 49. So to me, wewe ni age group yangu. Sijui Angelina amemaliza which year. But
94, actually.
94 as well. Yeah. We finished, our age mates finished in 94. So Diana was she's 45, but at the age of, in 2015, how old could she have been? 2015. So she must have been 35, isn't it? Yeah, 10 years ago, she was 35. So at 35 years, she was doing her gumbaru. When I met her, I interviewed her. She did indeed confirm that she was actually studying to do her Form 4. Lakini alikuwa naifanya kwa shule ingine hapo ya adults, hapo Nairobi. Waelewa. This was me. I wish I recorded that interview. But I have all the details of that interview because I was very keen. I had specific questions za kumuuliza. Waelewa. So by 10 years ago, she didn't have a Form 4 certificate. The only problem is she did not do the Form 4 because a few months later, akatoka akaenda America. Kuenda March of 2016 akaenda CSW. Angeline, you know CSW, Commission on the Status of Women, the one by United Nations. Yes. So she went CSW. So she never did that Form 4. So then how can she come and abuse JB? Ya kwamba JB ni mjinga na ye mwenyewe hatuwezi jua kama ni brilliant ama not brilliant. Tutajuaje ye ni mjinga ama si mjinga? Kwa sababu most of the things anasema TikTok ni kuparrot. Ana parrot vitu watu wanasema. She is very good at cramming things on YouTube, Google, and then anakuja anaiparrot. It's not her own ideas. You understand? In fact, some of the things she plagiarizes my own ideas in many ways. I've had her say things that I wrote on my Facebook many years ago. You know, anakuja anaongea hapa. Nashanga, huh? Anyway, never mind. Wacha ni focus. So, okay, about my schools. Diana took me to court in the year 2023. Ya kwamba schools zenye nilikuwa nakuja kwa TikTok nasema ni zangu, si zangu. Okay, Diana, I won the first time because it is she had some prayers. She wanted my accounts to be frozen, the money to be, I don't know, my schools to be closed, my CBO to be closed. It was not registered properly. If you want those documents of my win, you can actually go on this account yenye nimepanda nayo hapa kwenyu. I've actually pinned it at the very top. Okay, niko na hizo documents kutoka koti. Nilimshinda kotini.
Is it true that she was demanding 30 million from you?
Yes, she was saying that she's going to beat me in court and I will pay her 30 million.
On what grounds?
I don't know. She just had this idea in her head ya kwamba huyu nitampeleka kotini, nitamshinda, atauza. She used to say even I'm going to sell my land in Dhiwa and pay her 30 million. That's what she used to say. So I don't know how she was going to manage to beat me in court. I don't know how she planned to do it. But anyway, nilishinda first round. Round ya pili ile yenye sasa questioning and all that, Diana has not showed up to court mpaka wa leo. Sisi tunaendaga kotini, Diana does not send a lawyer. She does not come on by herself. Ameabandon kesi Kinyanjui. Kesi sasa naendelea nayo kivyangu. Waelewa?
Yes, you move for dismissal.
Yeah, my lawyer was actually going to move for a dismissal and also applying for damages. Those are the things my lawyer is doing now. Okay? But yes, they are moving for a dismissal currently. Kwa sababu akuji kotini, hatumi lawyer. Diana akuji kotini, hatumi lawyer. Jesus.
Tukikuja mpaka sasa hivi, fast forward,
yeah,
some people have said she has made a very brilliant move after falling out with JB. She has reconciled with Meru Priti. Na leo ni kama amepata endorsement na kina Mwakio. What would you say to that?
Okay, so first of all, making a brilliant decision after falling out with JB ili reconcile na Meru Priti. Now, I have a feeling that her reconciliation with Meru Priti was initiated by somebody who is close with her and close with Meru Priti. I don't want to mention this person's name because they tend to attack without thinking. You understand? So I have a feeling that is what happened. The way that I in hindsight.
Personally think it's Maggie, because Maggie is very close to Meru Priti.
Right.
And I think it was really also like a cloud between their friendship, between Diana Rose and Maggie. The fact that Maggie is close to Meru Priti and she is
Wacha ni mute hapo, guys.
So I think
Siongei hapo.
That's my thinking.
Thank you.
That's my thinking. I'm not sure though.
I don't want strays coming for me. Stray. Aya. So okay. So shall I continue now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you so much. All right. So so anyway, so that seems to be what has happened. Now, the only issue that there is, of course, Mwakio's camp will always support what Meru Priti does. You know, they tend to support the things she does. Because again, she is their biggest financier. You understand? Kinyanjui unaelewa hapo, si ndio?
Of course, nilikuwa hapo.
Yes. So they will obviously support. However, my observation from past occurrences, past happenings, I think both Diana Rose and Meru Priti must watch their backs, all right? Because Diana Rose does not know Meru Priti's intentions, okay? And she cannot predict them. Sawa? And I know that Diana Rose would not mind being in good terms with Meru Priti, quote unquote. But I think Meru Priti also has to watch her back, you know, because
some people are saying that it's a reciprocal relationship of need. Kwa ajili, with the fallout of JB and Diana, she was left very vulnerable. So, and on the other hand, some people are claiming, I don't believe them, but they are claiming that Meru Priti is doing it because of her birthday that's coming up.
okay, so the first statement that you said, yeah,
that Meru Priti is also your very close friend.
Well, she is my friend, yes. However, even I am surprised. But what I told her yesterday, mimi ninamu-analyze. Though nilimu-analyze jana, and that statement that you've made, the first one that you've made, I was actually the first person to make it yesterday on Cornelicius's platform. I said that that her fallout with Anayeko left her vulnerable, okay? And for that reason, she's looking at places to hold on to, because imagine someone being that close to you, and then suddenly you're not friends. You understand? So
JB, not Ayeko, yeah?
Ayeko, not JB. I'm talking about Meru Priti here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the same thing also with Diana. You understand? So Diana has been found vulnerable, and so has Meru Priti. So that reciprocal kind of thing, you know, like, I feel like that is why they chose. Yeah, they are both Wajane were friends. Thank you so much, Trix. Okay. So I feel like that is what is happening with Meru Priti. But then of course we will wait and see. Jana nilimuanalyze, nimesikia alinicharaza kwa kina Mwakio. I don't know that there are any recordings. I've not seen them anyway. I've not looked because I was afraid to look. Nilikuwa naogopa alinicharaza aje, alisema nini. So maybe if someone was there, you can tell me the things she said, because I've not checked. But I did make her aware that I analyze anybody on TikTok, and I will analyze with honesty. So again, I do not think that was a good move, a smart move from Merupriti. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think it was a smart move. It is a smart move on Diana Ross's end. This reconciliation is going to be more beneficial to Diana Ross than it will be to Merupriti. It will be more.
I was shocked.
Yes.
That it even happened.
Yeah, very, very shocking. Very, very shocking. Alisema you're not on her league. Yeye hana njaa ya coins.
The opposite.
Okay. Kijanji koma. So Merupriti alisema ya kwamba siko ligi yake, ya kwamba yeye hana njaa ya coins. Jesus. So let me make a comment on that. I will not comment on Jaya coins because I know Merupriti. Hata yeye anatafuta coins. Kwa nguvu sana kwa TikTok. I know her. Okay, Merupriti, I know you sweetie. Wewe pia unatafuta hizo ma coins kuzitafuta. I know you, babes.
Diana.
But anyway, acha niseme hivi. Gigi Dola, unajua ukiwa rafiki ya mtu unamjua, you know? No, akona njaa ya coins works. She has njaa ya coins. I can actually prove that she has njaa ya coins. But anyway, wacha niseme hivi about Merupriti. Merupriti, when I analyze you because you have done something that is headlining on TikTok, right? I don't analyze you kwa sababu ninakuchukia. Yeah, it's not an attack on Merupriti. So this need ya kwamba mtu akikuanalyze unamuendea na kumwattack, inakuachanga kwa place pabaya sana. Inakuachanga ni kama you are not, I don't know. And I'm going to say something that maybe someone has said before and they said it in a negative way, na ilikuhat, but it does not show you as a strong-willed person. Inakuonyesha ni kama uko kind of weak. You understand? That if in case someone mentions your name, you go on the attack, whether they are speaking generally without attacking you or not. I was not attacking you yesterday. You understand? I was merely analyzing your behavior, just talking about your behavior and trying to pinpoint patterns and make sense of those patterns. Likazi, thank you. Yeah.
Kuturudi hapo kwa Jaya Coins, umesema uko na proof, huh? I'd like to see or hear more about
No, I cannot get into that because okay.
Elaborate.
All right, so let me elaborate. When she says niko na njaa ya coins, she's implying ya kwamba she's not hana hiyo njaa ya coins. Guys, Merupriti akona njaa ya coins just like anyone, everybody on TikTok. Okay? Merupriti will sit down and ask for gifts. Ataomba gifts, ataka jamani, MP jamani. Kila mtu akona njaa. We all have njaa ya coins yawa. Tuseme tu kweli Rosafi. Sitaki kusema nini. I don't want to say too much because I don't want her to feel like I'm attacking her or exposing her. You understand? But I know, because I know that Merupriti has njaa ya coins, just like everybody on TikTok. Sawa. Sitaki kumwattack, sitaki ionekane kama na attack, ako na njaa ya coins. Akija hapa kwa live yangu aseme ebu prove, I'll give her 3 scenarios when she actually sat and begged mercilessly for coins. Aliomba sana na nilikuwa kwa hizo lives. So all of us, whether wewe unaishi Amerika, uko na kazi kubwa US, ama unaishi Kenya kwa shamba una chochote kama Lady J, uko na njaa ya coins. It is a fact. This TikTok is man society, you know, what do you call it? Society, right? Even watu wenye unaona ni kama wamejiweza, wanakuja hapa wanajaribu kutafuta watu wa kuwa gift. I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. I know what I'm talking about. Nimemaliza hapo guys. Ebu another question.
Nimeona watu wakisema wamechoka na vita, na ni kama wewe unataka vita iendelee kati ya Diana na wewe ama na watu wengine. It's like you're not a peacemaker, you are a rabble rouser. What do you say about
the absence of war is not the presence of peace. Peace does not mean there is no war, and the presence of war does not mean there is no peace. You understand, Kenyanjui? So personally, as Lady J, I am a very peaceful person, very peaceful, and I live this super zen life. My life right now is very zen, very peaceful, very idealistic. You understand? Right?
Well, it's paradoxical. Kwa ajili ni kama you are lashing at Diana when she's trying to make peace.
I'm going to continue. Now, when I give analysis or talk about Diana's patterns and behaviors, it's because I need her to know that I see the bullshit pretty much. Do you understand, Kenyanjui? I can see through all that bullshit, that fakery. I can see through it. You understand? Hakuna kitu ya kwamba Diana wants peace. Peace gani? Kenyanjua, you out of your mind. Which Diana wants peace? Anataka peace gani?
Well, I don't believe her for 1 minute because I'm not a week kama hajapiganisha watu.
Okay, your life is ideally how? It's ideal. It's idealistic, Nico. I live a very zen, beautiful life. I wish you knew. But anyway, tuendelee. So skiza. Diana hataki peace. Thank you. Peace isn't also the absence of conflict. Diana hataki peace. Diana plays you all like pawns on a chessboard. That's what Diana does. You understand? She's not interested in any friendships with anybody, any of you, for that matter. She doesn't care. She doesn't give a rat's ass about you guys. But she cares about the game. Okay? And every time she wishes and hopes that it's gonna elevate her a step higher on TikTok. And that is why she will come on TikTok today on YTK's platform and she will suggest that, Lady Jacqueline, imagine she's lying to how many people? It was around 6 before I got up there. Alikuwa amechill hapo na watu 500. Nikapanda ikaenda 800. Alikuwa hapa amechill anasema, Jacqueline is actually talking about me all the time on TikTok. Guys, imagine, she is spoiling my name. She's disrespecting me. I have been playing matches looking for coins. What time do I have talking about Diana Ross? Jesus. It's all a game. She is merely playing with the audience and trying to manipulate the audience into thinking that she is above that Jacqueline. You understand? That is why she will make the suggestion that I'm always talking about her, disrespecting her, you understand, abusing her, when she knows she watches me doing matches. Wanga nani watch nikicheza matches. Hey, Jesus. She watches me. JPT, thank you, darling.
But don't you think it's a good thing? Like she's moving away from unnecessary michangos, and Petty was on TikTok, so she can concentrate on her politics on the ground in Is it Bondo?
No. She lives in Bondo, but apparently she's going to leave her house in Bondo and she's coming to Vai, where Jacqueline lives. You understand? So she has to follow Jacqueline around, obviously. But anyway, listen. Diana, believe what Diana says at your own risk. Kinyanjui, you are a grown man. By now, you should know that everything coming out of Diana Okello's mouth is manipulation. She's trying to get you to think a certain way, to see her a certain way. You understand? She does not mean any of that shit. She doesn't mean it. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and very soon you'll see her raising money. Utamwona kichanga hapa. Diana akona ile njaa ya pesa ya TikTok, akonayo. She cannot stop raising money. I'm telling you that for free. Atachanga. Okay? So believe hizo vitu wanasema. Ukiwa believe them at your own risk, sweetie. Believe them at your own risk. Aya, tuendelee.
You talk, Lady Jacqueline, you talk so much, and I think by the way you talk, it seems that you have known Diana Rose for quite a long time. How long have you known Diana Rose?
Almost now, almost 14 years. 14 years now.
Online or you?
Online and also face to face. Yes, I've met her face to face as well. When I did meet her, I've told this many times. She stole 40,000 Kenya shillings for me, and in fact, she's the one who brought the evidence back on TikTok. She brought our conversations on Facebook, me pleading with her to pay me back the money that she stole from me. Okay, she brought all that here on TikTok, so she confirmed. So I've known her a long time. She's a woman I know very well. Yes.
Oh yeah. By the way, you left a task that I should ask. I've not gotten the opportunity. But of her claims that she rescued you. You remember those claims?
Yes, I did tell you. Yeah, that you should try and get evidence of me spending overnight, a night in her house, because she said she rescued me from domestic violence. I was never in domestic violence when Diana and I met. Okay, we met in 2015. I was in no abusive marriage. You understand? And then she says she rescued me from my, I don't know which husband, because hata hizo vitu wanga zinani confuse. Alafu akasema alinifanya nini? Alinipeleka kwake kwa nyumba yake, nikaishi huko for 1 week. FYP. Now, ukiishi kwa nyumba mtu for 1 full week, you will remember. Of course you will remember. You understand? 1 full week, you will remember. So it never happened. She made all this shit up. Can you believe it? Made everything.
Your husband squeeze one ni kama wazimu fulani kwa soko fulani.
Apparently I abandoned my husband. Yeye ni mwandazimu kwa soko. Huyu ni advocate wa mental health, guys. This is the beacon for mental health on TikTok. So that man,
that is not true.
So that is not true either. That man that Diana saw me with was actually the father of my 2 daughters. 2015. The man lives in the United States of America. And by that time that Diana met him, he had just come from Canada. He was going back to Canada. He was living in Canada those years. So ile soko penye huyu jamaa ati nilimfrustrate mpaka akawa mwendazimu. Siku hizi anatembea uchi kwa soko. He is a green card holder in America. Unlike Diana, bado anatafuta green card. Huyu jamaa already akona green card, anaishi America. Sawa. So, and then of course baba ya mtoto wangu huyu mdogo, mwenye nilikutana naye 2016, yeye anaishi hapa Kenya, anafanya kazi vizuri, akona biashara zake, akona vitu zake. Yeye ndio mwenye duka. Waelewa Kinyanjui. Sasa huyu bwana mwenye uanga ako kwa market anatangatanga sijui ni mgani. But all those were made up by Diana Ross. Hizo zote ni stories za uongo. Sijawahi ona picha. Alionyesha picha kweli? Kwa sababu wanga anasema I will bring the picture. Nitaleta picha. She's never brought a picture. Alileta?
I don't know, maybe nimena imagine.
Apana, that is what she does. No, she does that. Anasema naenda kuleta picha. That is classic Diana. I'll bring a picture of you and so's husband in a car. See, hiyo ndio venye alikuwa na threaten wanawake Facebook. Yeah, I'll bring a picture of you. Yeah. It's a game of supremacy. Yes, Tropical. It is. Yeah. Aya, swali lingine wadau. Endeleeni, mimi niko hapa. I'm bored, guys. My house is a state, so I'm bored. Yeah.
No problem. So you're bored, you're here. Anyway,
yeah.
I want to ask you about because it seems like it's the season of peace. And for me, peace is a very good thing. So I will ask Lady Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Are you ready to reconcile with your old friend, Diana Ross?
Diana Ross was never my friend, FYP. I met Diana Ross, but we were never friends. I think you got it wrong. We were never friends, no. I was a kind woman who landed from London and came to her rescue when she was being severely bullied. Okay, I was never her friend, no. And apart from that, no. I don't do that nini utoto yenye Diana Ross and all these people like Merupriti do. I don't do that. Okay, I've always been very clear that I have one enemy on TikTok, and her name is Diana Okello, and that will never change. Not on TikTok, never. Wailewa FYP. Imagine reconciling with your enemy. Now, where will God lay a table before? In front of whom will God lay your table? Because think about it, guys. The Bible says he will lay a table in front of my enemies. That is the Bible. So when you all are running around making peace with your enemies, what will God do with you when he comes and is ready to lay the table? Because of my enmity with Diana Ross, King Ross was able to fix my school to the tune of 1 million. And then my own supporters, Team Lady J, gave me another 2.2 million. 2.2 million. My own Team Lady J, after King Ross gave me 1 million, my team gave me another 2 million. That was because Jehovah laid a table in front of my enemy, Diana Ross. If you guys remember well, this woman campaigned, worked huko nyumba ya tent to make sure my school was closed. Ama you guys don't remember? Huyu mama alifanya bidii, anapigia education officers in Dewa. She bragged about it much later. I closed your school. It was me who closed your school. FYP, do you remember my school was closed for several months in 2024? Do you remember?
I remember that.
And because of because of my kids, thank you, Shirakai, thank you, darling. Because of my precious kids being at home for those many months, that is the reason King Rosso decided he is giving me money. And when this woman heard that King Rosso alikuwa ananipa do, ye pia tena kaenda kuomba. Do you guys know how they also received money? They heard I was being given money. Wakajipeleka watu wangu. That is how they also got 1 million each. So again, I'm telling you, Karibu Judge, again I'm telling you, you need, pardon?
Let's go back. Hapo kupatiwa pesa, si pia waliitwa tu.
No, FYP, this is how it happened. Listen to me, okay? I've got all the details because I was following keenly. Hakuna 1 second of that live nilikuanga na miss. Okay, so mimi nimeenda nikaongea na King Rosso. Okay? Kuongea na King Rosso, Diana ka approach Kunilicious. Yeah, Kunilicious has even explained this here, guys. Kunilicious akamweka kwa three-way na nani? Na anaitwa nani? Shirosheri. Waelewa? Ati pia akakuja kwa hiyo lava akamwambia Shiro, nimekutumia message. Again ilikuwa message ya kuomba do. FYP, both these women went to ask for money because they saw ya kwamba nilikuwa naenda kusaidiwa. That is a fact. Ala, sio uongo. You understand? And I have no hard feelings with anyone. I'm just saying, I'm just stating facts. You understand? So let me focus on my side. Ya kwao sitaki kuingililia. Wacha ni focus na ya kwangu. There is absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Endelea. FYP endelea.
No, karibu Rafuli. Anyway, I wanted to ask you on this. There's something that you have just spoken about, Imam, where if you made, does it mean like Lady Jacqueline? And I've heard you saying this before, that if you make peace, you know, a lot of people thrive in chaos. And a lot, even in the real world, in war, there are people who make a.
Yeah.
Are you saying if we are all on this TikTok,
Hakuna mboka. Also, someone like me, FYP, imagine what kind of an idiot would I be reconciling with Diana Ross? That is a bad move. That is a bad move for me as Lady J, because think about it. Like, that is not even safe for me. You know, like physically, materially, that is not safe. Because think about it. Huyu ni mwanamke mwenye ametuma hata watu kwangu. Alianza na kutuma watu kwa baba yangu, my mother's home, to inspect, to find data, take pictures, videos, makaburi ya mamake, nyumba yao, choo yao. Hiyo ikapita. And then sasa the plan ilikuwa ni kunichoma kwa nyumba yangu. Hii nyumba yangu hapa penye nimekaa. You understand? And she was actually working in cahoot with this squatter mwenye anaishi kwa shambani. Waelewa, na the brother. So she then sends her foot soldiers wakuja wapige picha nyumba yangu. Wakakuja mpaka wakafika. Wakakuja wakapiga picha shule. Wakapiga, they are doing all that inspection. Shinya huyo alikuja hapa. Akawaambia, akamuuliza Diana, yule msichana ulituma kwa Lady J kwa sababu ulikuwa unataka kumuua Lady J. Akaigeuzia Shinya Uyoma, akasema ni Shinya Uyoma alitaka kuniua. Jesus. You guys were not following. Shinya Uyoma alitoboa siri vizuri sana. Okay? So again, such a person who has only wanted to finish you, physically finish you, alafu ni mtu mwenye tena amekupeleka kotini because amesikia ya kwamba you cannot own all those schools. Wezi own, haziwezi kuwa zako. Hizo shule zinakuwa zako aje? You should be poor, you should not have schools. So then she takes you to court because of that. You understand? So wewe uko na akili kweli ati una reconcile na mtu kama hiyo? Yani kichwa yako inakusaidia? You guys, are you serious that hey Jesus. And now this same person amesikia you are vying. The minute nili announce kwa TikTok niko kwa St. Clifford, I'm being interviewed about me vying in Homa Bay, ndio hiyo amejileta mbio. I'm also vying. Yani kitu nafanya pia anataka afanye. Yani ako kwa matako yako, haezi kukuacha. Hey, nijikute. So I cannot. That is the enemy that God is laying a table in front of. My God is laying a table in front of that enemy. Imagine saizi venye shule zangu are doing good. Shule yenye alienda kafunga kwa sababu alikuwa, in fact she even said after closing the school, she said that watu wabomoe building yetu ya shule. And mpaka magazeti they knew that the building was being brought down. Do you guys understand? And ndio Rosso akaja, Rosso akanitengenezea shule. Watu wangu Team Pink they surrounded me with love and a lot and a lot and a lot of money. And the school now looks stunning. The education office loves my school. Out of all the schools in this area, they love my school. Okay? And my school in Chiga has also improved tremendously in performance, in the way the kids are feeling, the way the kids are looked after. Yeah? My adult schools are also thriving. Sharakai, thank you, darling. So she actually, her attacking my schools was actually her giving me the opportunity to shine. Guys, right now nangara. Saizi hata nikiomba kiti hapa tu ya hii kiti ndogo ya MCA, my dear, nitapewa mbio mbio kabisa. Saizi nangara, guys. Saizi nangara, oh. And I'm grateful. So yes, Mimi and Diana, we will always be enemies. Diana, don't sit down and imagine that Lady J will forgive you for bullshit. Mimi, I will never forgive you. Nikiongea na wewe ujue na I'm just trying to figure out how to have a number on you. Okay? So relax. Wewe, play your games. Aya, chukua mic. Yes.
The Bible says you should forgive like 70 times 7, and you're not forgiving at all.
Let me ask a question. Lady Jacqueline, you have said that there are people in the comment section saying that you, at one point, you reconciled with Diana Rose. When was that? And what happened?
No, Trisha, I've never reconciled with Diana Rose, ever. No. Never. I've never done that. Okay. So what happened? Thank you, Uni. Even my people on my platform are saying never. So this is what happened. She was, you see, there's something I normally do, FYP. And I've done it with Sharon. I've done it also with... I've done with a few people. There's a lady here who came and she needed help for her dad who was sick in Mombasa. And I did the same thing with her. I've done it with a few people. So I host them, knowing very well I cannot help them for one reason or another. Maybe saizo tuko busy na mashule, because that is the charity my platform supports. Jama Community Schools, my schools. We prioritize Jama. So I realize I cannot help you for one reason or another. Sharon's case was very, very different. It was the TikTok High Court that refused to support Sharon. The TikTok High Court. Walikataa kabisa. Walisema ya kwamba hasemi ukweli. Kulikuwa na uongo mingi. So I knew that her going out there atapata usaidizi if she lands on the right platform. And indeed, she landed on the right platform. Okay? So Diana then decided ya kwamba so Lady J, you used Diana to your advantage. Oh my God. What does she have to be used? Ebu focus. So anyway, so I knew that her landing on Diana's platform atasaidika, because Diana has done this thing where she always tries to be Lady J. She tries to do all the things I did years ago on this platform. She tries to be the queen of Mchango. She tries to be, she's trying everything, including trying to be close to Nyako, it is so silly, the things she does. So I knew she was going to use that opportunity to help Sharon, so she did. But every time alikuwa live anaongea, alikuwa now Jacqueline left. Jacqueline missed a very big opportunity of helping Sharon, because now I wish she could see how beautiful those babies are. To every second, because she wanted again to show people that what Jacqueline could not do, she did, which was helping Sharon. So then I wanted to shut that down. I go up on a live. I go up on a panic. She was sweating. I requested. Nikapanda juu, nikamwambia ya kwamba, Diana, by the way, what you've done with Sharon is very good. You've done a brilliant job. And that is how I shut down the constant reference to my name. That was strategy, people. That wasn't reconciliation. The second day I used her with Gigi Dollar. Gigi said, Lady J, you should never have gone on Diana's platform. Try and bring her to your platform and I'll give you 100,000. Well, I knew Gigi would not give me 100,000, but I wanted to prove to Gigi that I can actually make Diana do whatever I want. Indeed, I said, Diana, come to my platform. King Dollar wants to give me 100,000, and she came running. She said, any opportunity to help a woman, I will. Yes, and she came. So yes, that's the only instances Dan and I spoke. After that, he was back to Nalo Nalo. Yes, the following day after that, tulirudi kwa Nalo Nalo. Yeah.
Let me backpedal you.
A chance before we go on. Maybe he has a question or two, and then we can continue.
Kwa microphone tutapata tena.
Okay, go on.
So let me take you back to them days za Rosso zenye umetaja hapa. Ilisemekana wewe Ati na Diana mulikuwa rewarded 1 million for being the baddest girls on TikTok Kenya when you walikuwa na mtro na expose. So it was to silence you guys. I don't know whether you share that view.
Okay, so first of all, let me answer a comment. In government, will you use manipulation to get a foot over your opponent? Absolutely, biashara yako. I have read 48 Laws of Power back to back several times. Oh, Candid, thank you, darling. And 48 Laws of Power, anyone in parliament who has never read 48 Laws of Power is an idiot, because it actually presents a French courtyard, okay? A French courtyard. It actually, all the scenarios that it provides for every law number 1 to law number 48, it presents all about government and how people manipulate, their opponents or situations to be above their opponents. 48 Laws of Power is about government. So you cannot say, oh, Lady J, will you use manipulation to get foot over your... Oh, absolutely. Every politician does that. Okay? But that has nothing to do with the work that I'm doing on the ground. People know that I am a mover and shaker. I care about people who are struggling in these communities. My work, is very, very impeccable. And where I live right now in Dewa, I am adored, I am loved, because I do such an amazing job in my community. Yeah. But manipulation, that is the law of politics. Manipulation, absolutely. So let me go back to now what you've asked. Now, King Rosso, I approached King Rosso many times to support me. Even before, David, I'm not a narcissist. I wish I was. I would have actually destroyed Diana Okello by now, but I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. Anyway, I'm just intelligent. I'm just smart. I read a lot, and that's all. Thank you. Now, let me go back to this issue that you've asked about. Mimi King Rosso alianza kuni expose even before Atio Wiso and Diana Okello arrived TikTok. Wadau. Mimi nilianza kuomba King Rosso msaada for our schools kitambo, before these women came to this platform. Kitambo sana. Na nilianza kukanyaga Rosso kitambo kabla wanawake kufika hapa. And Rosso was always on my lives nikimkanyaga. Mimi nilikuanga mpaka, unakumbuka, unaona huyu mwanamke anaitwa nani? Digda, mwenye juzi aliaga. There is a big group of people from Mombasa. These are things are in the blogs. Utazipata kwa bloggers. Who came on my platform and exposed King Rosso. That was when nobody even knew who Diana is or Ati is. Waelewa guys. When it was Nyako and Lady J, we were the ones on top. We were the ones shining. So, Rosso was helping Nyako. Rosso was not helping me. So, my job ilikuwa ni kumkanyaga. Waelewa. And even Amal Sonko, there's one time Amal Sonko alimtusi sana kwangu. So mimi nilikuanga na kanyaga Rosso, sio kumu-expose, sio kumnini. I just used to address him, I just used to address him. And he actually did enjoy those moments. He was always on my live listening to me address him. Nilikuwa namwambia vitu kama, oh, wewe kuja UK, which king are you? King Bonoko. You coming to the UK, you'll still need a visa. I didn't actually know that he'd need a visa. But nilikuwa namkanyaga tu na maneno za kijinga. No, I was not like Diana and Ati. Those women did something different. Mimi nilikuanga tu na address. Nilikuanga na address na vitu za kijinga. And I think he enjoyed it because he was always there listening. You know. He enjoyed it. Yeah, but and then he used to come. Unajua bado alikuanga anajileta kwangu. Imagine, hata nikishamcharaza bado anajileta. Na shanga tu ndio huyu amefly. It was so funny. Rose and I had a very funny relationship. Tukikutana kwa my lives. Saa zingine mimi ndio moderator kwa hiyo live. Na mvuta juu anakataa kupanda. Mpaka mtu mwingine ndiye amvute. Aki King Rose. That guy was petty. Jesus. Anyway, tuendelee. Let's continue. So my relationship with Rosso was totally different from Diana and Ati. They were never that, they didn't come that close with Rosso. Yeah, they never got that close. No. Yeah.
Well, maybe my last question. Umetumia Bible kusema kuwa the Lord is preparing a table for you. Na ameonyeshana in front of your enemies. Amekutengenezea table. Lakini na wewe on the other hand, you're not. Lakini na wewe on the other hand, you're not
to fit me, and we are not. For instance, you tell me to forgive 70 times 70. I will choose people to whom I will extend that grace, and I will choose people to whom I will not extend that grace. That grace cannot be extended to Diana Ross. I will never forgive that woman. Literally, I will never. You understand? Okay. Yeah? And that is just on period. Okay? And at the same time, I will say, God, because you need an enemy. In fact, there are some people, especially these people who teach you how to become great. They will tell you, if you don't have an enemy, go out there, look for one. You understand? Go out there, look for an enemy, because you're not going anywhere without an enemy. I swear to God, you're not. Kinyanjui, see where I wish you knew where I am. Tunakuzum, Sawa St. Clifford. I wish you knew where I am materially now. I swear to God, I'm in a very, very good place. And most of the successes that I have now, literally the past 2 years that I have been targeted severely by Diana Okello, have been because she was targeting me. Wailewa. They have been because she was targeting me. Think about my school in Dewa. Look how beautiful that school looks. It is stunning. It's the most beautiful school. And the kids are happy. The teachers are happy. The teachers are so aware. They even know Diana Okello by name. Wanamjua. Everything she has done to try and get them off work. Anajua. Wanajua. Everything she has done to shut them down. Wanajua. And for that reason, they work even harder. Because they're like, my God, my boss has fought so hard. And ameshinda huyu mwanamke. Na shule yetu inang'ara hivi. My dear, mimi I need an enemy and I want it to be the most vindictive one. And there is no one as vindictive as Diana Okello. Allah, making peace for who? For what? Never. Our next question. Our next question, guys.
Well, it is being said, you know, you had the reputation of being among those 3 baddest girls on TikTok Kenya at that time. And actually, you gained the reputation of being the queen of michangos, most of which were not very, very straight. But nasemekana umereform, you are now a good girl. I don't know how true is that, ama wewe unaonaje vile huko?
Okay, so in terms of michango, I no longer do michango on TikTok. I no longer do them, and the reason being, yes. I figured that were not involving michango. You understand? Because most of the time when I did michango was purely to support my schools. So I thought, why put so much energy?
Very well, by the way.
Yes, I think so. I think so. I think I've done well moving away from michangos. I think I have. Now, that's number 1. Number 2, you've talked about the 3 bad girls. You keep grouping me with Diana Ross and Ati. Those 2 women came because they wanted what myself and Nyako had. That is why they came on TikTok. Okay? So if they're doing as well as me, then good for them. kudos. Maybe they got what they wanted, but I don't think in terms of michango, Diana would ever compete with someone like me. She can't. And I know she wishes she did, but she can't. Yeah. Some of the michangos that I did, of course, they were not so straightforward, Henry Budoi being one of them. But of course, we were all duped. We were all fooled by Budoi. So I don't think it's fair to put that all on me, you know. So yeah, I understand. Yeah, but I've moved away from michangos. Maybe that's what makes me a good girl, but I don't understand. Millie Mabona told us to be bad girls. So I don't want anyone calling me a good girl, baby. I am a bad girl, like Millie Mabona. Thank you very much.
Well, some of us, we see you as a reformed criminal.
Okay.
Catch me if you can, Saga.
No. In fact, I'm buying another lorry soon. Na bado nitaandika nyuma yake, catch me if you can. I'll still use that slogan. Because that was actually for my enemy, my arch enemy, Diana Okello. I always knew she was trying so much to catch up with me, but she will never. Yeah, bado nitamwandikia hapo nyuma. Kapunye, catch me if you can. That was never meant for TikTokers. People thought it was for them. But it was actually for Kapumpum. Yeah, let's continue.
Is it a title of a movie? I thought I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, the people actually analyzed in line with the movie. They said, oh, the movie Catch Me If You Can is about sijui wezi, sijui mtu ameiba. So kwa hivyo Lady J anasema TikTokers wajaribu kumshika kama wanaweza, but it was really never about that, because Kinyanjui, by the way, I never stole from TikTokers. I never did. You understand? People assumed that I stole because Magazeti said that I stole, but Magazeti was saying I stole because of the way we parted ways. We parted ways terribly. Okay? But kwa kwamba no, Kinyanjui sikuiba.
Time ulisukuma to accountability. And then you started giving statement, and then you halfway you said, okay, I stole.
No, that was sarcasm. That was sarcasm. When I said, oh, I'm so sorry, TikTokers niliwaibia, munisame, that was sarcasm, Kinyanjui. It was even analyzed the following day on all platforms. It was sarcasm. Okay? I was given money. No. I was given money for my schools. I used the money in the schools. So I stole from nobody. You understand? I stole from nobody. Okay? So if you talk to Magazeti today, they'll tell you that, of course, we used the first 2.8 million together with Lady J. Pesa yenye aku account for ni 1.5 million ya mwisho. Waelewa. But sasa kwa sababu walikuwa na uchungu na mimi, they decided to get rid of all that part, waka focus on the entire 4.3 million. You understand? And basically that was simply because of the way we parted ways. That was never based on facts. It was based on the fact that me and Magazeti tulikuwa tuna fight. But lakini hata hao wanajua enyewe, if this woman
you collected a lot of money.
No, it was 4.3 million Kinyanjui.
Yeah, for the school of autism, for autistic children.
It was 4.3 million. It was not a lot of money, Kinyanjui.
No, okay, it's a lot of money to some of us. But you see, that school never existed.
No. It was never to exist. That is the thing, Kinyanjui. All you who came halfway, I mean, when everything was said and done, you assumed that I had presented a school for autism, and I was looking money for this school. No, what I said to this is something I said to my fans. I told them, I desire to build a school for autism. You understand? And this is the plan for the school, and this is the amount of money we need to start. You understand? So initially I said we need 2.8 million ili tuanze foundation. Tukapata hiyo 2.8 million. Kinyanjui, ngoja nikuelezee.
Za shule ya gorofa.
Ngoja, relax. Tukapata hiyo 2.8 million. Tukaenda shopping na my fans. We did this on TikTok live. Tukagundua hii 2.8 million hata chuma pekee hainunui. chuma. So we bought chuma 1 point something million. I think it was chuma total was two.
Building what?
Foundation. Mind you, Kinyanjui, hiyo ni foundation peke.
For school of autism, sindio?
For building a school that I would then use for children with autism. Yes. Okay. Can I continue with the explanation? Ama niache? Ni continue ama uni...
Continue.
Yes. So when we brought the chuma back on school site, we had then to come back to Changi again 1.5 million. Out of this 1.5 million, 1.1 million ilikuwa inaenda kununua tena chuma zingine ili tuanze foundation. And then 400,000 tulieka towards cement. 1.1 million ili chuma zote za foundation zipatikane. 400k cement. Kinyanjui, by the time all this material ililetwa kwa site, already maneno zimesharibika TikTok. Hakuna venye tena naweza rudi niseme nipatieni more money, sasa tuanze kubuild. Material liko kwa site. So material, hata saizi material liko kwa site kwa shule. All this money that I raised ilienda kwa material. It is on the ground. Cement, some of it juzi tulitupa kwa sababu iliharibika. But we did not get money enough to start the building. It's a mega structure. It's a very big building. Okay? So hakuna pesa ya TikTokers niliiba Kinyanjui na hakuna uongo nilisema. All I did was tell them I would desire to run a school for children with autism because that's what I did in London. I was a head of department in a school for children with special needs. That's what I did. You understand? So hakukuwa na uongo hapo. It's just that people were fighting me. They could have used anything to fight me. Hakukuwa na uongo.
Okay, that's
a quarry.
Yeah, Kinya.
Yeah, you also wanted to start a quarry ya kusupport hizo constructions. What happened?
Quarry now is my own personal business. I'm not discussing on TikTok. Sorry. That's my own personal business. Marian. That's my own personal business. Siwezi eka hapa TikTok Kinyanjui. Koma.
When Kinyanjui starts, then we know now Kinya, he has dropped Kinya and he has gone full on Kinyanjui. So this they just is our
Marian, thank you, darling.
Over here. So yes, he will ask the tough questions.
No, I want him to ask the questions. I want him to ask the tough questions. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say I appreciate you, Lady Jacqueline, for answering in such just taking in the questions. That's where I came in. So Kinya, continue.
I think I'm through for now. Utatuambia Zidadi.
I just wanted to chime in and say, Lady Jacqueline, catch me if you can. I don't know if you. It's funny to me that you did not know the catchphrase, but
I did know the catchphrase. I did know the catchphrase. FYP, I did. Where do you think I had it first? Where do you think I had it first?
You said you did not watch the movie.
No, the movie I never did. The movie I never watched, but I know the key actors in the movie. I know it's is it Charlie Chaplin? If I'm not wrong, it's Charlie Chaplin. But listen, I never watched the movie. Leonardo DiCaprio. So there's no an earlier one by Charlie Chaplin. Are you sure? There could be.
I'm not sure.
Okay, never mind. Sure. Let me focus. Yes. So the thing is, I do know. I do know that it is a very common phrase that people use. Catch me if you can. I used it because I bought my lorry at a time when literally at the back of the worst kind of bullying from Diana Ross. I don't know whether you guys remember early 2024. I went through hell in the hands of Diana Ross. You understand? Diana Okello. I went through hell. And suddenly, I decide I have to purchase this lorry. I know that the building has stalled. Diana has made it impossible for TikTokers to give me money. Lakini hata kama ni kuuza shamba nitauza. Guys, I bought that lorry when I had the least amount of money. And I just kept looking for money from people, selling 1 acre, selling 2 acres. Mpaka nikapata deposit ya bank ya 1.5 million. Okay? Mpaka wa leo na... Yeah.
Lady Jacqueline, recently you were here and you said it. I think Kenya told me to put it on record that at this time you are able to give 1 lion every day. You are capable of that. So I think that money is good enough to go around your projects, Lady Jacqueline.
No, what I said was merely... Okay, FIP. Now, I've just finished payroll for all my stuff, okay? And when I finish payroll, I part, by the time I'm done with everyone, I part with a cool 240 to 270,000, depending on whether all my security have been on roll or not. You understand? So what I said that day is that is just salary stuff. Walewa. Lori yangu nalipa 250k every single month. 200 is for the lorry, 50,000 ya insurance. My comprehensive cover is 450,000 a year. Okay? So again, remember 250 ya salaries ya wafanyikazi, 250 ya lorry. That is 500k. Apart from that, I feed the children every day. And I buy resources, teaching resources. Once in a while, I get support from people, but most times I don't. All this comes from my pockets. Hakuna mtu anani support. So my bill monthly, is around 1.2 million. That is my bill, the money I use on everything that I pay for. Now, think about it. If I would choose giving lions instead of running a community-based project, don't you think I'd be able to give a lion every day if I wanted? That's exactly the way I explained it to Betty Njoroge that day. So if you're willing to listen and analyze, then you will understand what I meant. If you can afford a bill of 1.2 million every single day, every single month, would you not afford to buy a lion worth 30,000 every day? Of course you would. So it's all about priorities. Are your priorities on giving out lions or on running your community project? That is it. But I still give a lot of lions right now on TikTok. I gave one a few days ago. I'm giving another one very soon in a few days. So I give a lot of lions already.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was cooking when you were with the Kinyanjui, but I was just wondering.
Yes, figure of speak. Thank you, Mayflower. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a figure of speak. Okay, I get it. I thought it was literal. So I'm asking, where is this beef with Meru Pretty coming in? Because I'm a bit confused.
Base, I love you for free. I love you for free. What do you mean? I don't have beef with Meru Pretty. What are you on about? I don't have beef with Meru Pretty.
No, the way you're talking about Meru Pretty right now, I could listen. Like you're not in. Where did you fall out?
Oh my God! No, FIP, I want you. No, when ndio ulisikia vibaya. Kenya nilisema ni hivi. By the way, all I said was this. I analyzed Meru Pretty jana. Mpaka nikamshare live ya kwamba analyze kwa kunilicious. Mpaka kaniandikia message. We were talking yesterday. But ni kama hataki kuanalyziwa. Yeye akaenda kanicharaza kwa mwakio. That does not mean niko na beef na yeye. It means ako na beef na mimi. Sio mimi Lady J. Waelewa? And I don't mind her having beef with me. Because it doesn't take anything from me. Meru Pretty akinicharaza. Si umeambiwa hapo kwa comment section ya kwamba alinicharaza mimi si class yake. Mimi naokota coins kwa TikTok. And I'm there, I'm thinking, huh? I think there are only a few people who don't collect coins on TikTok. I think one of them is here on my live right now. Mwenye sionangi akiokota coins. But most of these people unasema wanatusi wachu na kukota coins. Hao pia wanataka coins kwa TikTok. Sasa mimi hiyo na analyze, sicharazi mtu. Mimi sina beef na Meru Pretty, guys. Okay? So if FIP correct that all.
Sawa, nimekuelewa.
Yeah.
We will observe.
No. There is actually nothing to observe, but FYP, the way alishani charaza kwa mwakio, sasa mimi roho yangu imechafuka. You know what I mean? I'm now seeing her differently. Like, how can you be so quick kucharaza mtu kwa sababu amekuanalyze? Yani sasa roho yangu imetoka hapo. Yani chunya au chido kwa Wajaluo wanajua what I mean. You know? Yeah, so basically that's it.
Sawa. Little pretty Muli karibuni. Raf, your judge is here. You can take the mic. And
yeah, the judge is here. And I saw someone, Mayflower, said something that I have to remind everyone. Even though you guys look at Michango's like a bad thing, because of Michango, I took a baby to India. And that baby is alive today and is smiling and is healthy. And I thank God. Myself, farmer girl, and also Nelly Noel, we worked like horses and we saved the life of a baby through Michango. So Michango is not all bad, guys. Don't see Michango as something bad. And I'm not saying that I will not one day come back on TikTok and say we have to save the life of this child. I may, okay, if I have the right support. And that's why I keep my friendships with people like MC Chris very, very clean. MC Chris has to be my friend forever. So has Githaiga. Hao ni mabeshte yangu mpaka kifo. Kwa sababu maybe siku moja tutakuwa na kesi yenye hatuwezi avoid. And then we combine forces and then we help someone in need. Okay? So I'm not saying sitachanga tena. Like nimechangia watu wengi. I've raised over 20, in fact around 26 million I've raised on TikTok. Only that about 10 million of that was for my schools. So 16 million all went towards helping people in need. Aya, tuendele.
Someone has sent me video. I don't know whether there's need to play, lakini anataka kuonyeshana ya kuwa you are not saying the truth. Kusema muli reconcile at some point.
Yeah, play it. Play it.
Analyzation. Because when a guest is here, I just want us to direct the questions. Then what he or she has said, we can analyze as analyzers. Right now, we have Lady Jacqueline as a guest. We can put this on record and just analyze while she's not here. So, guys,
no, you can play it. You can play it. It's all right. You can play it. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want Lilo Pretty to ask a question or Rafuli. If you have a question, then we can go back to
Arafa's World. Thank you, guys. Hey, lakini nyi watu simeni gift. Aki Best TV has been here gifting me, guys.
Everyone. Hi.
Hi, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Sherakai, thank you, darling. Jans.
But since tuko kwa hii mood ya watu ku apologize, watu making peace, and I've seen you've made peace with your former, like wale watu mlikuwa nao pale magazeti mkianza, akina Paulina, Abundance, you're good with akina Edna and everyone. So nilikuwa nauliza, mbona bado you as a person, you as Lady J, you're not in good terms with magazeti? Na we've seen magazeti the time that people were fighting you, hata watu wakisema about the schools ni uongo, they stood with you, wali stand firm, they protected you, they defended you, mpaka walikuwa nakwambia don't come, don't say anything, we will fight the fight. But why up to now you've not like found that place ya kusema, even after maybe whatever they did to you, you still have that soft spot for them, ama kuwasamehea for what they did?
Okay, guys, how do I respond to that? Okay, magazeti iko mpaka Arafa's World. Okay, so I'm wanting to, I'm asking my people how I can respond to that, because I don't even know how to respond, Lilo Pretty. Because listen to this. I have nothing against magazeti. You know, we are good. We are not fighting. Okay? We are not fighting. The only thing I've not done is like watch them. Like I've not seen magazeti in a long time. Guys, bado wanga wanakuja live. Imagine I've not watched them in a long time. So I don't know what goes on at magazeti.
Wanakuita sikola.
Bado nanita sikola. Basi that is on them. It's not. That is totally Wapo bado. Okay, that is them. That has nothing to do with me. You understand? Because for me, I have nothing against them. Yani mimi nilishawacharaza ikatosha, like ilitosha. They took me through hell. Magazeti mpaka walikuwa wanalipa. Imagine someone living on my land, my squatter. Mtu anaishi kwa shamba yangu. Magazeti wanamsupport, wanambeba na gari, wanampeleka. Hey Jesus, wanamtoa kwa jela. Nimemshika, nimeweka kwa jela. Magazeti wanaenda wamtoa kwa jela. Guys, wakamleta mpaka kwa live yao. Mpaka huyo jamaa anasema kwa live ya kwamba watanichoma kwa nyumba yangu. Ati we are not just looking to whatever to bring down a house. Ati tutamchoma hapo ndani na hiyo nyumba. Nilichezea hata mapolisi hizo recordings. Imagine the things Magazeti did to me, and they knew all along ya kwamba sikuwa nimeiba pesa ya TikTok. They knew that this was beef kati yangu now, you know. But it's okay. Mimi sina shida na Magazeti. I have nothing. They can call me anything. They can address me. There's this one. The only one person for Magazeti mwenye bado ananitusi anaitwa Animal Lover. You know, that is the one mwenye ananitusi. But Magazeti as a whole, mimi sijai, I don't watch them, so I don't know. But Animal Lover ananifuatanga kwa my lives. Kwani ako blocked hapa? Kwa nini hajafika? Is she blocked?
No, yeah, uja. I think she was here.
Cause you're nashangaa kwa nini hajafika? Kwa sababu wanga ananiona kwa live ashafika.
She has been muted on this live, not because of Lady Jacqueline, but because of Diana Rose.
Oh, she was muted.
Sijui kama sikuwa na issue na wewe Lady Jacqueline. No, Animal Lover was muted because of Diana Rose when she was here, not you.
Yes.
Very earlier on.
Yeah, hao ni watoto wako, they are just throwing tantrums. Treasured, I have nothing against Magazeti at all. I don't. I have nothing against them. Lakini wamenikimbiza hii TikTok. Magazeti walinikimbiza. Walinikimbiza. Jesus. June amekuja mpaka hapa. June amevaa mpaka siji nini, akafika mpaka Chiga. June anajua Chiga mpaka alikuwa anapatia mtu direction how to get to my school. Nilimsikia kwa live. Aya, unafika hivi, aya endelea kidogo. Aya sasa turn. June yani walikuwa na treat my personal property like public property. Mpaka nilikuwa naambiwa ati Magazeti, nikasikia from someone kwa live ya M at one point. Wakiwa sasa Machichi anaongea when we fell out with the Machichi. Sasa anaongea venye wanaenda kuchukua lori yangu, Magazeti naenda kuchukua lori yangu, Dula anaenda kuiendesha. Sasa nashangaa ile lori yangu kubwa, Dula atamana kuendesha kama mimi niko na license ya lori. Na mimi ndio nimeshindwa kuendesha hiyo lori kubwa kwa sababu it's very very big. Lakini Dula Jesus. Walitembea kwa properties. Nancy, they used to walk in my properties. They felt like those properties belonged to them. They didn't care. Magazeti. Mungu tu awasamee. What you guys took me through. God forgive you, man. Na saa hizo imagine wamepata kama nimerun hizi mashule for almost 10 years. By the time they are meeting me, this woman has been educating these children and these adults for free for nearly 10 years. Jesus. Anyway, let's continue. Endeleeni. So maybe I have nothing against Magazeti, guys. Nothing at all. Nothing. In fact, nawapenda. I have nothing against them, I swear. Yeah. Properties are mommy. Yes, remembered. That is it, isn't it? Oh, gosh. I think they felt disappointed. They just felt let down. Kwa sababu, unajua, mimi pia nilikuwa na wacharaza. Nikishagundua kwamba wananicharaza, mimi pia nilikuwa na wafinya. Waelewa. They did not expect ya kwamba ningewafinya. Hawaku expect. Kwa hivyo venye nilikuwa Jesus. Si wali retaliate. Jesus. I still remember.
So, Lady Jacqueline, are you here? are you saying that Magazeti is one of the platforms to, like, if they that really went after you, Lady Jacqueline, because they are more close to you, that force you ilikuingia mpaka ndani ya mama ameatakiwa na watoto wake?
Yeah, it felt exactly like that. It felt like you abandoning your kids, you understand? You abandon them and then they come back to attack you because they're angry ya kwamba umewaabandon. That's how it felt, to be honest with you, because like the way walikuwa wananicharaza wakiniona kwa live, wanakuja wanaandika macarrots kwa comment section, waelewa, carrot. Ilikuwa mcharazo ile ya kijinga, you understand? Mpaka wanasema venye oh my god, sijui nilikulana na carrots, sijui nini, yani ilikuwa zitizia, hata ukiangalia unashangaa guy. Form 4 leavers, hapana, not Form 4 graduates. Nilikuwa nawaita Form 4 leavers, not graduates. Yeah, but that
was not.
Yeah.
Any regrets with Magazeti, by the way, Lady Jacqueline? Because I think you left Dula, you left such a strong, like you left your kids very strong and independent, and it's one of the forces to reckon with on TikTok. Do you have any regrets?
No, okay, FYP, let me tell you something. When it comes to any platform that originated from my platform, no regrets at all. If anything, I think that is something you can actually ask them. Do you regret, trolling Lady J like you did? Because I never trolled them. They did troll me. Wailewa FYP. Yeah. And that trolling came from resentment. It came from a place of resentment. They felt like, she promised this. And because they were invested in that school. What they did not understand was that Diana alisharibu kila kitu yenye it was impossible for me to move forward with the school. Mpaka Diana alishut down even construction. Unajua mimi nilipewa mpaka court order ya kwamba nisifanye kazi ya ujenzi kwa shule. I was frustrated to the ground. Sasa hao hawakugundua ya kwamba through that frustration there are many things zenye ziliharibika, zenye I could not continue looking for money for to do the work, because of course material tulinunua ziko kwa site mpaka sahi. Tuko na chuma, mimi niko na chuma ya 2 million kwa ground, 2 million worth of chuma kwa ground kwa shule yangu. But the way that this woman came after me, it was impossible for me to do anything. And imagine if it was not for that, imagine saizi tungekuwa mbali sana. So they did not understand, and I felt bad ya kwamba they also now started believing Diana, vitu za Diana, and yet they could easily see. I thought they were smart. I had trained them well. They could see that this woman was a pathological liar. I thought they could see. But I was shocked when eventually sasa walikuwa wanamu-invite kwa platform yao. It was so weird. Everything happened so strange. But all in all, ilifanyika, na mimi sinanga regret na any group that comes from my platform. Sinanga regret, because I don't think I treated people bad, I didn't treat anyone bad. So that's the good thing. If anything, it's only Magazeti nilikuwa na wacharaza once in a while. Maybe YTK once in a while, but no. Sio ile serious. Yeah.
Sawa. Rafu papa amelala.
Wacha lilo mali.
Lady J.
Thank you, Nancy. Yenyewe watoto wangu wana shine hapa TikTok. Unaona mpaka kina Diana Rose wanajaribu kuwatongoza. Watoto wangu wana shine bwana. Aendelea. Yeah.
Okay, nilikuwa nataka kukuuliza if hizo cases zako na Diana ziliisha ama what happened?
No, still going on. Lakini Diana aliabandon, na sasa ni mimi sasa, strength of our, thank you base, thank you for being here. So Diana aliabandon, sasa mimi naendelea tu na kesi kivyangu. So lawyer yangu anaenda anafanya kazi zake. It will be dismissed. The case will soon be dismissed. Yeah.
Okay, but niko na swali ya mwisho. Nimesikia ukisema that at some point ulikuwa na materials kwa ground na ukatupa, kuna time juzi umetupa cement.
Yeah, cement yenyewe zingine tulitupa, si zote. Just some of them tulitupa. Okay? We found a few bags zimenini. Unaona cement wanga ikikaa sana ina dry. Yeah, we found a few bags zilikauka. But I've already, when was it? Guys, when did we go shopping for cement? Sijui Nancy kama ulikuwa hapo kwa live. Remembered, were you there? About, I think, 10 days or so. We've already delivered 50 bags of cement tena kwa shule. And we are ready to start building. Ni venye tu nafanya kazi hapa kwangu. And then we go back to Chiga. We are going to start building, yeah. Yeah, tuko na chuma, tuko na cement, tuko na material mob. Tunaenda kujenga. So I've already replaced the cement yenye iliharibika. Bila mchango. Okay, bila mchango. Even though judge wetu alituona tukiwa tunanunua cement akatutumia pesa kidogo, alitutumia dollars kutoka US Raf Mule. Yeah, but we didn't changa. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, swali yangu about that cement ni the time that ulichangiwa the 4.5 million ulienda ukanunua materials. But when you approached Rosso, ulikuwa namwambia akumalizie ku renovate the school that you had. And since that time at some point pesa iliisha katikati ya njia, and then ulikuwa umekuja ku contribute for cement. So nilikuwa najiuliza why didn't you take hizo materials zenye ulikuwa umenunua za ile shule ya autistic yenye haikuwa bado imetengenezwa? Mbona ukuchukua hizo materials utumie kujenga this school? Ulikuwa unakuja TikTok kuchangisha pesa tena ingine ya kununua materials za kumaliza shule.
Okay, so
this other school.
Okay, so the two schools are 2 hours apart. Okay. So it does not make economic sense to carry cement from Chiga atunakuja kuplaster nayo shule Ndhiwa. You understand? And then apart from that, our school in Ndhiwa, mimi mwenye nilijenga na pesa zangu, waelewa, as a teacher many years ago. I built it not so many years ago. I started building it in 2021, nikamaliza 2022. So the only thing I did not do, I used several millions, I think it was around 5 point something million to put the building up, mpaka isimame na roof na kila kitu. The only thing I did not do, sikuweka windows, sikuweka doors, sikuplaster. So by the time the school was being closed, we did not have any of that. So that is why nilikuja kwa Rosso nikamwambia shule yangu imefungwa, watoto wangu wako nyumbani. Niliplead na Rosso sana, guys, for Rosso to help me. Yani I had to plead with that guy. Nikamwambia our kids are at home. It's so wrong that shule yetu imefungwa, our kids are at home. Help us fix the school. In fact, maybe the only money I asked Rosso for was 400,000. So for him to give me $1 million, that was a big miracle. All right? So again, that $1 million was not even enough. That $1 million we used for the plastering, most of the plastering, and also buying the windows and doors. But still the windows needed glass, the roof, the school needed electricity, we needed paints and all that. And that is where now my people came through for me. Okay? Because there are many people on my platform. Even now, platform yangu imenyamaza tu kwa sababu siku hizi siombi mchango. But if I'm to come tomorrow and say, oh, could we do this at the school? Utaona my people are all coming from penye wamejificha. Okay, kina Julie Pietros, kina nani entrepreneur. Those are all the women who support our schools. Na hao wana support shule zetu whether we are tunachanga or not. You know, they took our schools kama zao. And that's why, you know, I was able to raise all that money. Sio kwa sababu nilikuwa nasema 100 hapana. It's simply because I had a team that were willing to give the most for the schools. Yeah. I remember one day Julie Pietros alitununulia how many bags of cement? 50 bags of cement one day. Another day, an entrepreneur bought us 45 bags of cement when we were doing the renovation ya shule yenye King Ross alitusaidia nayo. So yeah, so King Rosso gave us the money and then we just kept topping up as a team. And yeah, and I had very many people. JY was another one, CBJ, a lady from Germany, Berlin, so many people. supported us, gave us a lot of money. I think JY gave us a total to the tune of $500,000, you know, out of all that 2.2 million. Yeah. So my people just held my hands until now. The school looks just as beautiful as it does. Yeah. And Lilo, did I answer your question? So the issue is the schools are too far apart. Unge nini? Hata kama ungependa hata hizo chuma zenye ziko Chiga huwezi zibeba kwa sababu ni zile D13. Lilo, unajua D13 ni mzito aje za kujenga magorofa, you know, ni zile chuma mzito huwezi beba upeleke kwa site nyingine. Hizo chuma haziwezi toka kwa hiyo site, lazima zitumike tu kwa hiyo site. They are too heavy, they are too big. Yeah, ni za gorofa. The building yenye inafaa tujenge hapo ni ya gorofa. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, don't you think, Sandolizaje, why was it a problem? Watu wakikuja kuuliza accountability, you people were so harsh on them, mpaka ikageuka sasa mkaanza mnatusi watu. You don't want to give accountability of pesa yenye mlipatiwa. So I think that is the main reason watu hata walianza kuogopa, and then so watu wakaanza kukua so much concerned about this money yenye tunawapatia. Is it going to the right direction ama inatumika to do other personal stuff? Unaona? So why is it so hard for people on TikTok, not basically you Lady J, but ndakuingiza hapo kwa sababu pia wewe ulisaidiwa na TikTokers, and that time ulikuwa ukiulizwa accountability, you were so harsh on those people that stood on your side. So why is it so hard kwa watu wa TikTok when wataki kutoa accountability?
It was never really asking for accountability, Lilo. It was, you know, it was simply bullying and weaponizing the word accountability and using it to bully. It was never really... Coral? Guys, my daughter, 1 minute. Guys, let me look for Coral. Coral!
Yeah, ni kama ametoka nje.
Ni kama amelala.
That cannot mean that she's
No. She's probably... Yeah, it's called self-defense. Thank you, Base. Give me 1 minute. Let me just find out where she is.
What time is it there? Where you are?
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Now it's
guys.
11.
Guys, so base. I'm kind of fixing my house at home. So right now they're doing tiling. They're doing tiling. So it's a kind of a construction site. So when I don't see my daughter, I freak out. But she's tucked in bed. She's sleeping. She's already had dinner. So I'm good, guys. She's okay. Sorry, guys. Nimemzimia taa. So she's okay. She's now asleep. I freaked out. Best, you know, we've taken them from these first world countries. Alafu tena unamleta Kenya. Alafu kitu namtendekea. You know, the British will come for me. Like, they will come for me with a lot of force. So that's why I'm even more worried. Anyway, guys, I'm back. So, So it was really, Lilo Preachers it was never about accountability. It was always about, you know, fighting someone mwenye mumemsaidia. And that happens on TikTok a lot. Watu wanakusaidia, alafu tena wanakubuli. It happens all the time. So when I say I'm not giving any accountability, when I said that, it was merely as a way of protecting myself from the amount of bullying that I was actually going through. You understand? So it was really bad kind of, ilikuwa ile bullying mbaya. And yet these people could easily see that hii 4.3 million, enyewe ile nyumba ya gorofa kubwa, hiyo 4.3 million is it's like a drop in the sea. It cannot even start foundation. They knew, walijua. These young people went, walienda wakapiga picha mitaro, wakaona the size of the building. You understand? Wakaona. And they knew that there's absolutely no way pesa yenye lilipewa TikTok ingeanza foundation. But they kept pushing because they wanted to hit where it hurt. Waelewa? So, yeah. So that's why I said, I'm sorry, I'm not giving it. I can't talk for another person, but I can talk for myself. You know, I can talk for myself. There is absolutely no money that in fact I put a lot of my own money kulipa wafanyikazi. Some of it nilitoa kwa hiyo pesa mchango, but a lot of it came from my own pockets. A lot during that time that I was trying to start that foundation. But ni sawa guys, ni sawa. I don't mind. It has happened. Yeah. Another question.
Yeah. You have another question, Lindo?
Naweza uliza like this foundation, was it only you mwenye ulikuwa una like you are accessing the accounts peke yako ama what was happening? Cause kulikuwa kunasemekana kulikuwa na misappropriate like watu walikuwa na waste pesa. Hizo stories za sijui kukuwa na machichi ni kama yeye ndio alikula pesa. So hii foundation, is it structured as a real foundation ama it was just something that ilikuwa tu watu wachange hiyo pesa ya shule and that is it, that is over for the foundation?
So when you say watu walikuwa wana waste pesa, watu wa gani? And then you've mentioned the machichi. What exactly are you talking about, Lilo Pretty? What are you talking about?
Okay, kulikuwa na rumors that time that hiyo pesa haikuenda kwa shule. Unaona?
But I've just explained to you, just nimekuexplainia tu saizi ya kwamba the 4.3 million I was given by TikTokers yote ilienda kwa shule. All of it.
I understand. Ndio maana nimeuliza kwa sababu kwa foundation vitu kama hizi they need signatories. So nilikuwa nauliza tu, is this a proper structured foundation?
Absolutely.
An account that was put there?
No. It is a CBO account with 3 signatories. Okay? A well-structured CBO with 3 signatories. Where's it toa pesa kwa CBO account peke yako? It's not possible. You understand? Okay? And every time tulikuwa tunatoa pesa, tulikuwa tunatoa tukiwa live kwa TikTok. Na tuna spend live kwa TikTok. Yeah, so these people know ya kwamba kuna pesa misuse. Kama nilikuwa naeka nilikuwa natumia pesa kwa mtu mwingine, it was my own money. Unajua watu walikuwa wana assume ya kwamba venye nilikuja kuomba pesa TikTok ya CBO ya kazi ya shule ya kwamba sikuwa na pesa zangu. And I think that is why they are totally off my back, because now they are seeing I'm running my things the same way I did before. You know, like I'm leaving for London in a few days actually. I'm leaving for London, right? Now I'm doing my things exactly like I did, but sichangi pesa. I'm not raising money. So their assumption ya kwamba pesa za TikTok ndio zilikuwa zinani finance. Imagine even I even went to New York City without even before even touching the money ya mchango ya Kenya 2.8 million. Walisema ya kwamba ni pesa ya mchango imenipeleka New York, imeninunulia ticket. You know, they said all sorts of things, guys. They did. But no. I can afford my lifestyle without someone giving me money. Yeah, walikuwa wanaiona kama 70 million. Yeah, walikuwa wanaiona, in fact walikuwa wanaiona kama 100 million. They didn't realize 4.3 million. Guys, mimi hizi pesa nazi shika all the time. Like, I've just finished my renovation ya nyumba yangu ya town. I've used around 2.3 million now, you know, my house in the city. I'm finishing my house here, hii yenye kwa hapa. And hii pia it's actually a few hundreds of thousands I've already used. Tangu nianze na ceiling board, the tiling, and all that. All the things that I'm doing here, building the kitchen, the bathroom. It's a lot of money. You understand? And these people, the reason wameniacha kabisa, because they are seeing me spending a lot of money, millions, but I'm not asking anyone for any mchango, you know. So wamegundua indeed ya kwamba they were wrong all along about me. They were wrong. Walikuwa wananiona kama pauper, wenye wa TikTokers wanasema. In England tunasema pauper, but pauper, waliniona kama pauper kabisa. But ni sawa, no problem. Aendelea. Hata iPhone yangu yenye ilikuwa ilinunuliwa. I ordered my iPhone before it launched, iPhone 15. So pre-ordering before it launch. Yeah, that was even before we did the mchango. Watu wa TikTok walisema iPhone yangu pia imenunuliwa na pesa ya mchango. Walisema vitu mingi zenye hata even my piano that I've had in my home, my grand piano, I've had in my home for over 10 years. Walisema pesa ya mchango ndio ninunua. Everything that I had ilinunuliwa na hiyo 4.3 million.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
You have a school already. Are you free enough to tell me roughly, don't mention exact name, how many kids you have in your school? And second question, is any kid paying school fees?
Oh, I have, okay. So I have just about total, both schools is 250 kids. Just about 250, okay, total. And no, nobody pays fees in our schools. Nobody.
And the teachers are getting paid on time?
Absolutely. I've just finished payroll. I finished payroll yesterday. Yeah.
And the schools are clean, like if I want to be dirty enough and come impromptu in the school, I'll find
No, schools are clean. I think I can open the camera and show you our kids the last few weeks.
I've seen that. How much was raised for these schools? Because it doesn't matter how much money you had. You said you just have over 1,000 kids in your schools.
No, 250, not 1,000.
It's the future of these kids. We don't know if you're 250.
Yes.
We don't know if you have a president there, if you have someone who's going to be better in that. Why do you always have to justify over this, even if it's 1 million, whatever, billion amount of money you use to raise other people's kids? And whatever amount of money people contributed, I contributed small money, maybe I think 500 Kenya shillings. But I'm glad it's going to charge someone's generation, and generations to come. I think LJ, you honestly don't need to do what you're doing. Like,
I don't, but then what do I do when I'm asked a question? What do I do when Lilo Pretty still comes with even mentioning Emachichi na ati aliharibu pesa? You know, these people all have funny stories. Na hizi stories zao zote zilitumiwa kunibuli. Yeah.
There's no way okay, Raf, sorry I have to say this. There's no way kama Raf angekuja na narrative what it's not a narrative.
Yeah.
Raf came up with a story that I'm building a school.
Need to go to the salon.
And then analala wapi kwa bridge.
Yeah.
Na anajaribu kujijenga saizi. I don't know how it would have gone. LJ, nunua everything you want to do.
Shiveve.
Best life in
Shiveve uko hapa. Nyinyi ndio mlini troll.
Umeguza si peke yako. By the thing you keep saying, invest more than what TikTok changed for you for these kids.
Yes, I have.
And live your best life. Have everything you want to do. Hata kununua private helicopter, nunua. Whoever has a problem with you, let them go and handle.
Saizi hawezi niuliza swali kwa sababu sichangi. So that's why wameniacha saizi. Nobody bothers with me anymore. You know.
People are coming up. People are turning up.
Yeah, people are supporting me kwa matches, to be honest. Yeah. No, ni ukweli. Yeah, ni ukweli.
Watoto innocent, watoto wezi lipa school fees when they should not get education. Why can't people see that point of view? Why can't
I'm not dropping you. You asked me, you wanted to come up to ask a question. Can you ask your question? All that you're saying is very good.
Yeah, she did. She asked a question. Yeah, she asked a very good question.
I'm not asking about the drama.
No, she has asked.
Let me come to your rescue. Let me come to your rescue. FYP, you can't be treating people like that. She asked a very good question, right? Okay?
Yeah.
She asked a very good question, and Lady J actually answered, but I wanted to answer on her behalf. So what she asked was why always defend herself or justify herself. It's because Lady J anakuwa kwa sport because she's running schools, right? And she came publicly akatuuliza msaada and helping hand ya kumsaidia kujenga shule. People will have questions, and if she just lingers to kujibu maswali kama hizo, then there will be no transparency. In order for her kukua clean, she has to answer all questions, just like Nyenjo alikuwa namuuliza Lilo Pretty and everybody. So the answer is Lady Jacqueline for the next 30 years will be asked questions, the same questions. So she should be in a position to answer those questions. And the way she does it perfectly. That was the answer to Navigator. Thank you so much. So she was asking a question.
So women my age, in their late 40s, took on a grace. Guys, I need to go into the salon and get rid of my grace, I swear to God. Success. Unaona grace zangu venye nimekuwa kwa village, grace zimemea kumea. My ages are always covered in grace.
You know, sometimes Kinyenju, I don't want to be petty to you, but you are an elderly man. That sometimes you should know when someone makes an example. Navigator said, live your life. Ukitaka kuchangisha za helicopter on your own, ukitaka kucheza ucheze na helicopter. So don't bring those petty things. I'm not in that class anymore. So you heard what she said.
That's my judge, guys. That's our judge. Judge wetu atakangi ujinga.
And for me, I will back it in this regard that everyone here on TikTok, you can if your supporters are able to do that for you, so why not? And you just be transparent on what you want. If you are saying, I want a helicopter, don't come and tell us. You want a helicopter at the back of your mind. Don't come here and tell us another story.
Judge, so for me, watu wamesema judge wako anakupenda. Nikasema yes, ananipenda.
Just be transparent on what you want.
Yeah, it was a metaphor. That was merely a metaphor, a figure of speech.
Yeah, but that was not in good taste. Anyway, Lady Gay, niko na swali.
Yeah.
Help me to understand. You've been in the UK, in a developed country like for 30 years, if I'm not wrong. And,
no. I was in the UK. I was in the UK. Exact number of years, 2003 to 2025. So that is how many years? 22 years? Is that it? Not 30.
Yeah,
30 hiyo ni ya matusi. So wanga, when you guys repeat vitu watu wananitusi nazo, wanga zinanishangaza because most people know. Yeah. I went to the UK at the age of 26. Okay. Late 2003. Yeah.
Sisi watu wenye tuko Kenya, tunashindwa. Wewe uko in a developed country where the rich wako wengi na organizations za kusaidia watu ziko, but instead of
umeenda huko ukapata ya kwamba pesa ziko, ama we unafikiri tu?
NGO nyingi za UK ziko. Yeah, why didn't you write proposals to them wakufund their projects zao instead of coming to Kenyans wakufund?
Okay, because I am Kenyan, all right, and I'm black. I'm from a developing country, Kenya, and guess what? I am financing the schools even with my little Kenyan money, without even relying on I'm not a burden to other Kenyans for my schools to run, Kenyanjui. nimelipa mshahara ya walimu. Ngoja kidogo, ngoja Kinyanjui, wacha nikwambie Kinyanjui. That mentality ya kuangalia sijui developed country wako na pesa mingi wakukupatie. Andika tu proposal utapata. Kinyanjui, about up to 90%, if not 80 something percent of organizations zenye zina rely on donor funding, wenye zina establishiwa with the hope of getting mzungu awasaidie, zinaangukanga. They don't stay for long. Ongea na marafiki zako wenye No, because the money is not there. That idea kwamba utaandika proposal utapata do, it is a myth. Hebu ingia kwa NGO world, alafu waulize pesa watu ngapi upata hiyo do. It's not enough to go around. Okay.
Can I interject?
Okay.
Dogo. Let us answer that one first. Okay, the reason why people, and I don't want to be mean, we just can throw questions without even doing researches.
I see.
Most of us are not even exposed. Just because someone lives abroad, first world countries, does not mean that you'll get that help from those governments. First of all, you have to understand that, and I am a good example. You have to understand that just a common black and African person. She has tried and she has done that before. She even came to some case events. They did what they did, but where did it end up?
Nothing.
No help.
No money.
She must have tried, of which she can explain, and she has explained before. She explained after when it begins on TikTok. Because these are the questions we are asking, right? Again, just because you're in abroad does not mean that everything you can do. Personally, a very small step to divert, being a black African, especially from Africa, can you imagine I was denied chances of kwenda kwa shelter? Because they don't believe. Wakiangalia huko nje, Waafrika wengine wanafanya kazi kubwa, wana nini, this belongs to us. Unaenda unapatana na wale watu. The government, the EBT, this is called food stamps. You're even denied. Unaelewa? It's not that easy.
That is
so
true.
Don't just throw questions without getting exposed, without living there. Uishi hapo ujue. Unaelewa?
You
have to ask.
There are so many Kenyans living abroad.
Yes, it's not.
Tembea nini? Tembea baba. Tembea ujue.
Hapana cha kutembea mkaa Boniface
Mwangi is first of all. Na Boniface mwenyewe apati pesa mob. Boniface mwenyewe apati pesa mob. He gets a lot of money from.
I understand everything. Unaelewa?
Guys, nataka sweater. I'm a bit cold.
Mike is on mine. I understand. Do you know what Boniface Mwangi and all those people have gone through? Unaelewa? So government supports him first. Anakimbia akifanya ana government, utasikia ameenda kwa charities, ameenda kufanya charities, ameenda ABCD in order for Jacqueline to get to that place, ama mimi nipate place, ama mtu mwingine hata nyako ama mtu yote ambaye ashaanzisha hizi foundation. It's a hectic thing.
I'm in the jungle.
Now, the reason why she ran to our own community is because there's someone like Navigator, there's someone like FYP, there's someone like Little Pretty who knows connections. And from there, you can now connect Lady Jacqueline. But how do we start that thing? We start from ground with our own people. What do you have? What
do you have? How are you using what you have? You know?
Scribbles a proposal. Anaandika proposal yote. It can be taken into consideration because there's something that has already started. That was the whole point of it. Not because Boniface Mwangi has done this and this and this. Thank you.
Shall I also?
I know one NGO like hapa in Nakuru inapatanga karibu 1 billion annually. And all those
Jacqueline's thing is not an NGO, my friend.
But have you? It is a community-based organization. It's a CBO. Yeah.
Can we get together answer that question? Is it an NGO?
Yeah, it's not. No, it's a community-based organization. It's a small community-based organization.
It is a CBO.
It's a CBO, a small one as well. Yeah.
A small one.
It's a CBO.
It's a village thing.
Near village, yeah.
Hii ni kitu ya village and Dhiwa.
Yeah, but imekula pesa ya TikTokers nyingi karibu, is it 30 million Jacqueline?
So the problem is that he's more focused on conspiracies. He doesn't care about facts. I don't think he's a good interviewer. FYP, sorry to say, he's after conspiracies. Yeah. I only got yes.
No, go on, Lady Jacqueline. How much did you say you have gotten from the whole project?
From the whole project, just about 10 million. It's 9 point something, just about 10 million. Yeah. So the money that brought issues was 4.3 million. Okay. But this other money that I've received nyuma, hiyo tumespend na watu wangu kutengeneza hii shule ya Ndhiwa. Yeah. So yeah, 4.3 million. But in total for charity, I've raised around 26 million. So 16 of that was 16 point something was for helping people in need, taking baby Jason to India, helping Henry Budoi, helping many other people. Of course, Barring Otuoma, 1 million, $500,000 for Otuoma when he was alive. We raised 400 and or just about $500,000 for Otuoma when he was alive. We've raised a lot of money for so many people. A lot. Yes.
Wewe Mary amesema 26 million na huko hapo na 30 million. Kwani 26 hajakaribia 30?
No, but you said ya kwamba Kinyanjui, you said ya kwamba shule zangu zimechukua 30 million from TikTokers. I'm telling you it is just about 10 million. Okay? So again, you need to stick with the facts if you're going to be a good interviewer. Hakuna haja kunini ku-exaggerate ili tu uonekane ni kama uko mbele, waelewa? Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Lakini si umeclarify.
Yeah, Kinyanjui, where did you get the 30 million figure from?
She has been saying about hiyo ya 26 million. I think hapo ndio nilikuwa nimebaki.
Okay, and I think at this point
hiyo breakdown yenye amepeana saizi.
Nilipeana even earlier.
You can play the video that you have so that we can question Lady Jacqueline on the reconciliation part.
But can we finish on the schools? Anyone else with a question on the schools? And then I can give a final word on the schools. And then you go to that, yeah? Because I think the schools are more important than easy ujingas at TikTok. Yeah.
Ralph, Lilo, anyone with a question, even if any pending questions, guys, go for it. Lilo is done. Kinya, are you done with the schools? I'm Afkiria.
Yeah, as of schools, whatever Lady J does, and this is not because of ati ni best yangu ama ni friend yangu.
Guys, nimeparara, Jesus.
Mungu akinisaidia nisimame vizuri na mke aseme, guys, nataka mchango ya 200. Sitakule usiku, nitachanga. Usiku wa manane.
And I know he will. And I know he will. Nice. There's a time Juicy ali empty nini yake, PayPal yake. We were going to buy cement. Oh, Rafmuli, thank you so much. Thank you. We were going to deliver 50 bags of cement in Dhiwa. Na tulikuwa na shortage kidogo. Alitoa pesa yake yote kwa PayPal and the centers. So thank you so much. Thank you, Rafmuli. Thank you.
So we can go to this recording.
I have a question kidogo tu.
Navigate, yeah.
If you make an impromptu visit to the school, the kids will be okay.
Oh, 100%, 100%. So these are the things that have happened. I don't know if any of you was in our graduation. The parents are actually happy because since I've been home, the kids are happier. The diet at the school is better, even though our kids have always had a balanced diet. But then because director yuko around, director yuko ngambo, so I'm watching more keenly, you know, whether all the purchases I'm making are going to the children. So the children are eating so well. The children are so neat. As in, one thing people say all the time nikiwa live ni ya kwamba watoto wetu wako wasafi. They are so gorgeous. You can't actually tell ya kwamba they are in the middle of nowhere in a village somewhere. You know, wanakaa ni kama wako academy zile za town. You know, so our schools are running so well. So well right now. And whether you go to Ndhiwa or you go to Chiga, you'll find the same standards. Because recently I was also in Chiga, and I did actually get the same comments that I get when I'm in Ndhiwa. People are like, oh my God, watoto wako so neat, wako wasafi, you know, and the kids are happy. When then they see me, they feel like, director amekuja. You know, they're just overjoyed. So our schools are doing great, guys. That's all I can say. That the community project that I started innocently in 2014 and then registered in 2015 as a CBO is doing exceptionally well. And the self-financing was the best idea. Kinyanjui, there is a reason why I do self-financing. I can write a proposal, get funding, but there's a reason why I do it like I do. Because I believe that African problems really do require African solutions. You understand? This is our community project. We are the community. So we are there, we are the ones, we are not going to look out towards the West, looking for a savior. We are going to solve those problems right here, right now. And there's something you asked me about my quarry. You guys don't realize that if many people with a bit of income, extra income, can take on the job that I have taken on, those kids living on the streets would actually not be there. Unaona wale watoto tunapita kwa streets kila siku tukienda kwa mashughuli zetu. Those kids would not be there if every village had a Lady Jacqueline. If every village had me inside it, those children would not be on the streets. That's what you guys don't realize. You guys are still waiting for funding from abroad when actually the solutions are right here. You know, all those children need is a roof over their heads. Why are adults sleeping in houses at night when they know very well children are outside on the streets? You know, what kind of society are we that children are living outside, adults are living inside? It doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying is this. You asked me about my query. Yeah, I do believe that we have enough natural resources. That quarry or the stone, the mawe that I have, those are natural resources that have not come from a donors uko ngambo. Imagine that natural resource yenye niko nayo inaweza jenga tena shule zingine 20. Imagine, and I can actually run 20 free schools successfully, simultaneously, without ever asking for funding from anybody, you know, because I have the resource to do that. You know, hii shamba yenye niko nayo is that resource. Waelewa? So tutumie vitu zenye tuko nazo kusaidia shida za Afrika. Tusiwe tunaangalia huko nje, guys. Na kama bado hatuja establish hizo makwari manini, we can use our own friends to add us kitu kidogo na tuendeleze kazi ya ku make sure our children get better futures. This is all about the kids, guys. This is about the kids. And I'm so passionate about kids that a lot is still to come. A lot is still to come. Wacha tu ninyamaze. Yeah. Nakaa vile nataka. I know. Leo nakaa vile nataka. Nimeparara, guys, but it's fine. Aendeleni. Yeah.
I'm one person to give flowers. I gave Diana Rose flowers here and everyone was in an uproar. But I'll still give you your flowers.
Yeah.
There's always that good side of everyone, and this is yours that I see, a beautiful side of you. You are truly passionate about children. With everything else, We can talk about it day and night, but just looking at you with those children and how you are involved and engaged with them, that one, no one can, you cannot act that. You cannot act it. You cannot pretend.
Yes.
You can only pretend for too long. But that, you have a passion for children.
Oh, I do.
Yes,
I do have a passion for children. I do.
Your purpose.
Yes,
in this
I do.
world.
Thank you. Thank you. Right now, when I was in my store, FYP, I think about 2 days ago, sorting through stuff that came, because I brought a container a few years ago when I was moving my stuff back to Kenya. I still have a lot to move back. And I found Coral's baby, the beds that she used as a baby. And I was thinking, oh my God, at some point, I'll probably be fostering a few children here and there, because I've got all the stuff you need to foster these children. Because I feel bad, especially the kids on the streets. Mimi, hao watoto wanga wananiumiza sana. Thinking about them, it really hurts. But it's ni sawa, guys. One day, if more people can take up the role ya ku look after the children, tunaweza kuwa sawa. You know, if you help one child, unajua umesaidia the problem kidogo. You know, if you can help one kid, each person take one child. Because it just doesn't make sense. The amount of value, the kind of value we put on our kids, and it is so painful. And that's why nilikuwa nasema, and I think Nancy amesikia nikisema ya kwamba if the UK, if something could happen to Kenya, to Coral in Kenya, you know, the UK government will actually follow me mpaka hapa. You know, saizi wamerelax, wanifuatilia. Nancy, they're not after me. I'm just saying if they can hear that kitu imefanyikia Coral, something accidental, Coral is still not a Kenyan citizen, they'll come after me. Bila shaka, watanikujia. You know? So that is it, guys. So let us just look after the children at the end of the day. Tafadhali. Let us do what we can. Wacha ni mute. Wacha ni sound ni kama na preach. Mitotos! Mitotos, we should chill again.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Free soul.
Yeah, oh gosh, she is passionate about what she's doing. LJ, I do like what you said about the African problem needs to have African solutions. But if we could get like the funding, would you not go for it?
Yeah, I would go for it. I would definitely go for it.
Because you know how much money is spent here.
Pardon?
You know how much money, like for example, the kids who are in here, how much is spent per month. If you could get the money here, would you still go for it?
I would, but I think, Carol, what I can say is that it depends on what philosophy, because life is about every person have their own personal philosophies that they live by. You understand? I started off when I became political, I know that I was always a political person because I was born black, you know. Every black body is actually born into politics, you know, the politics of being, you understand? Because your entire identity is a construct, is a social construct by somebody who thought they were superior to yourself, and that is a white supremacist. So what I'm saying is this: my philosophy, my personal philosophies are based on what I have been in my adult life, or even as an academic or as a teacher. You know, I started off as a Pan-Africanist in my early 20s. I was a diehard of Kwame Nkrumah, and I was somebody who opposed, you know, white invasion, the presence of white people on the continent, or rather this proxy governance by this what do you call them, the former colonizers of Africa, you know, the big colonizers, Belgium, France, Germany, not quite Germany because of course the Second World War, but Belgium, France, Great Britain, and of course the current colonizer America, you know, because we're living under yeah. Which other one?
China is a new kid on the block.
Yeah, China is a new kid on the block. But I'm talking about the Berlin Conference, when Africa was peace meted. You know, it was divided in small pieces and given to all these countries. So I've always been against them having a big hold on our continent. You know, I've always been against it. You know, from a very early age, I was against, you know, reliance on foreign aid, you know, because it comes as benevolent, it comes as apolitical, totally devoid of politics, but it's the most political thing. You know, aid does not come without an agenda. Aid comes with an agenda. You understand? So that is why I have always opposed aid. You know, I know that aid helps Africa a lot, but there's a lot more that comes out of Africa that actually cancels out the aid. You know, so again, I'm trying to live by my own personal philosophies. I don't know if I'll ever be successful to develop my own means of production and make everything that I do about, you know, financially about money made here in Kenya. I don't know if one day I will not be moving money from the UK, because I still move money from England once in a while. Today, I think I transacted maybe around £200 from my UK account. I still do that, but I'm hoping that I'll get to a point where I will not need money from outside of Africa. You know, I will be getting everything that I need from right here, from my own soil, my African soil, and my own African, my country, my nation, my continent. I believe I will get there. My own philosophy is based on self-reliance, okay, and that is why I do it the way that I do it. So that is why I will rather ask a black person for money than ask a white person. That's just my own personal philosophy. So I have no problem, by the way, Raf Muli giving me $100 to buy cement. Yeah, I'd rather get it from Raf Muli than get it from Mr. Brown back in California. You know, that's just my own personal philosophies. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the only reason I was asking is, you know, because I'm in the UK and you've been here, is things like Oxfam and all those comic relief. We know like 90% of the funding is used to doesn't actually touch the ground. It doesn't really help. So that's why I was asking.
It goes towards the salaries of those people.
Yeah, you know,
yes, yeah.
It's more logistical and all that. So I was thinking someone like you, where you don't have a lot of logistics and you've cut out all the middlemen, you could do a lot of good. Because it's like reparation sort of thing. Mm-hmm. That's why I was asking. It's maybe something you should consider. And then it's never quite reparation. Before you go to the next question, it's never quite reparations. We assume it is, but it's not quite. And this is something I studied when I was doing my master's in global development at the UCL. You sound British. You sound like you live in the UK. I've heard from your accent. So when I was studying actually global development and also education, international, one of the things that we found out was that everything that comes to Africa as aid, you can actually multiply that by 4. And then that is the amount that comes out of Africa. So there's really no reparations. There's actually blatant theft from the continent. All right. And then the idea of aid is actually for retribution. You know, the colonizer trying to look like he is now a good person, giving back. You understand? When in actual fact, he has brought the destruction that he's trying to fix. He's pretending to be fixing. Yeah, blinding us so that the British companies working on the continent can remove money, you know, and natural resources with ease. You understand? So it's never really reparations. Actually, it's better to get reparations from a white man that you're married to, a white duke, an English duke, right? Marrying him for the sake of getting reparations, so that when he dies, you remain with the castle. That is better reparations than aid. Yeah, than aid. Anyway, continue. Yeah. The other thing, sorry guys for take, I'll just ask one more questions and then I'll mute. And do you get, I don't know how the county government works, I'm not really sure. Do you get aids? Because you said, I heard you saying you have 200 and something and 40 something kids, which is quite a, do you get like grants from the county government or Ministry of Education? I'm not very conservant with that side of things. Do they, or they don't give you anything?
No. So government schools, I don't know. Government schools actually still, apparently they're free, quote unquote, and kids still take money to school, you know. They take, I think, about maybe a few thousands every term. And that tells you the government is struggling. They don't have money to give, you know, private owners like us. You know, my school is still a private school, only that it is free. You understand? So it's still a private school. It's still privately owned. Yeah. The only difference is that it is totally free. Kids don't pay any fees. Yeah. So no, they don't give me any money. No, they don't. But they do give me support once in a while. My school in Kisumu, they did once bring me chairs, you know, little chairs for ECD children. So once in a while they will give you support. And they also help me, you know, they visit, especially my school in Dewa, because they love it. It's a beautiful school. So they do pop in a lot. You know, the education officer, the health officer, they love this school. So they'll give us support, give us ideas, give us suggestions, correct us, things like those they do. But financial aid, no, they don't give that. Awana.
So have you taken any kids to high school, or is it just still, which you're up to what class?
We are only up to grade 3 now that we've gone to the next year. So we now have grade 3 kids. Yeah. So I haven't taken kids to high school yet, no.
Oh, you're doing a good job. I can't say, you know, no matter what, education is just so important. It's the only way that people can climb the social ladder, and I'm all for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it totally free, or they pay in terms of maize and beans? No. It's 100% free, topical. It's 100% free. The school is 100% free. So we ask for, once in a while, we ask for donations, food donations. And the parents, once a year, they'll give us 2 tins of maize and 2 tins of beans once a year. Okay, so no, they don't pay fees. They don't pay fees at all. And they don't pay for uniform. They don't pay for writing resources, books, graduation gown, they don't pay any money for anything. It's 100% free school, 100%. Okay? Yeah.
God, this would make such a nice proposal for a grant.
I know.
Because it just would really, I don't know why you don't go for it, as in.
Yeah, I know it would. And I have been told.
Exactly my question.
Yeah, I have been told that, I've actually been told that if I would actually apply, I would get tons of money. Yeah, I've been told that many times. Yeah,
it just has.
Because it's already established. Yeah.
The privileged kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're feeding them.
Yeah.
So it would, because all politics aside, the kids are benefiting. That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely, yes, they are
benefiting.
Yeah.
I have to stop thinking about all the politics and whatever happened. The kids are benefiting, and to me, that's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
At least now we can see your profile.
Is Angeline here? Ama anapika ugali.
Anafikiri Kinyanjui alikuwa na swali. Kinyanjui uliza.
Guys, and then I recused myself. Lady Jacqueline is my sis, so I'm going to be biased. This is why I recused myself in this whole conversation. So guys, forgive me, but I'm just going to be biased, and I think it's better off that I just stay mom.
Oh, thank you.
So that's why.
Okay, Nyanaya, you're killing me. Thank you, baby girl.
I had to recuse myself.
And Lady Day.
Yes.
you've given me an idea. So when I get my duke and I become the Duchess of Worcester, of course you'll be below me then because you're just a lady. So we'll see.
I know, but remember, most duchess were actually once ladies, so you never know. I may also be getting a duke soon. Relax, baby girl, relax. The dukes do like ladies. They do like royals as well, so they tend to pick us ladies. But never mind.
Carol, Lady J is a queen. Queen of Chiga.
No, I'm actually the queen of Kenyan TikTok, Kenyan Jui. In case you didn't get the memo.
Anyway, tuende kwa hii recording kwali.
Yeah. Ni sawa. Yeah. I see. Thank you, everyone, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you. I'm dealing with saizi nini. I'm dealing with what do you call it? I think my eyes are, I don't know what's happening with my eyes, but tunaweza endelea, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Icy. KJ.
Amesimama hapo mpaka amechoka na hiyo recording. Amesimama recording mpaka amechoka. Mweke alikae chini.
Okay, ndiye endelee na TikTok tu. Endelee na maisha yao. Okay, bye. In the recording April, I think this year.
My beef with you has died. You've hosted me and I felt safe. So thank you so much. By the way, Jacqueline, I do not have beef with you. Lady Jacqueline. So I'm gonna have let me make this clear. Tracy, let me make this clear to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I don't have beef with you. That's why I don't even talk about you on my platform. I guess you
shade. That is shade.
I don't talk about you. I don't even watch your life.
She believes that. Yeah, she believes that.
Thank you. So I think what we have to do that is normally a power struggle thing. I don't have beef with you because I don't talk about it. So I think let's stick with the beef thing. I think today on this is the 15th or the 16th or 17th, I think it is. Diana, whatever it is that has gone on between us, I think this is a time to end it. I think I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on knowing that they are a decent person. So God bless you. What I'd like for you to do is that if you have beef with me. Don't involve my children. Thank you. No. I don't have beef with you anymore. No. The children in the future. Elisha. If you have beef with me, Elisha, don't involve my children. That's all I can ask for. Ya children. Tulikanyagana na watoto, wewe ulikanyaga mtoto wangu aliipa nyama kwako. Hiyo ni kawaida. Hiyo ni past. That is past tense.
Whenever I start saying the truth, they get so worried.
Yeah, that is it.
Haijaisha?
Imeisha.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
Lady Jacqueline, there you called a truce.
Okay, so
And
Yes.
So I don't know whether you notice what is going on. There's a power struggle there. There is no truce at all, guys. I don't know whether you saw that. I don't know. Maybe it's me who reads deep into stuff. But anyway, here, Diana had hosted, what do you call her? Sharon. And my purpose here was to subdue Diana, to bring her to literally listen to me. Nilipanda hii guest yake, she was actually panicking. I don't know whether you guys see. Ana panic because I'm ajui whether this thing is going to go south or not, because every time we met ilikuanga vita. Waelewa. So here I am trying to get her to stop addressing me, because she was constantly using my name to get ahead kwa history ya Sharon. Okay. Oh, Lady Jacqueline, she was to be helped by Jacqueline Rombewa. Jacqueline Rombewa refused to help her. Now we've taken her, we are helping her. We are doing this. Oh, we are the best. We are the best. She kept saying it in every live she was opening. And that is why nilipanda hapa. Okay? So guys, don't read between the lines. Don't go with what is happening, what I'm repeating. Okay? Mimi sijai kuwa na truth na huyu mwanamke. I never will lie. Thank you. And next question.
Hiyo umeruka, lakini si tumewasikia vizuri, mle reconcile. Manisa watu, you can make a good politician.
No, I'm gonna make a good one, Kenyanjui. Okay? Nitaruka tu hivyo pia. Aya, next question. God's on.
Maybe not for me.
Okay, so basi tumemaliza. Can I drop now? Thank you so much, FYP. Thank you. I don't know if Judge is still there,
okay,
but thank you. Thank you.
Kwa kikombe.
Yeah.
Kweli hiyo Lady Jacqueline ameruka. Lady Jacqueline ameiruka.
Hiyo nimeruka kwa sababu nilikuwa na agenda yangu. Hapo I had my own agenda. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Nilikuwa kikombe.
Yes.
I was listening.
Alisahau kuweka filter hapa. Nimesahau kuweka filter. Sijasahau guys. Na yote niweke filter basi.
Niko na tu
uroma. Nimeweka sasa.
Yeah, so on that point, ni kwamba tunajua watu wawili hawezi sikizana. We all know that.
Kwa nini watu wanakuja wanasema unakaa venye unakaa? Unakaa venye unataka. Umesahau kuweka filter, sijui nini.
Kuna wale tulikuwa tumesema hivyo na imewezekana, so I don't think
guys, niko kwa village hapa, things are tough here. Mambo poa sana Shiro. BU, thank you so much. Let me just be me guys. Niko sawa guys.
Just as like Lady J said, kuna struggle of power.
Yeah, naturally. Thank you so much. I see.
To be seen as that.
Thank you. Who cares? Thank you so much. By the way, who cares? You know, like who cares?
Queenpin. I'm ukipenda kwe kingpin, if you may say that. Nyako wants the same. Diana wants the same. Lady J wants the same. Unanipata? Kwa hizi social, kwa hizi. There's no way utapata ati wamereconcile kabisa. And without those beefings and whatever, then that TikTok hakatakuwa na mambo, utakuwa hata the time kuleta Lady Jacqueline hapa, because Lady Jacqueline amereconcile na Diana, amereconcile na Nyako, amereconcile na kila ati and the small other people. Utakuwa hakuna hako kamvutio. So lazima usome hizi streets uelewe.
Yeah, absolutely. Sasa mtakutoa chai wapi?
And if they do that, they only do that for a common reason, for a common purpose. Maybe they want
and then you move on.
Person.
Yeah.
Wanataka kuattack mtu fulani. After that, your coalition
inaishia hapo.
We've seen it before.
Thank you.
And that is what is also going to happen soon, from maybe Tuesday
or Monday. Judge, wow.
Raelewa. It has never, haiziwezi kwenda just the other day. Nyako and Lady J were buddies, playing games together, doing dares, you know, calling each other besties. But what happened? It died on arrival.
Wenyewe Judge ameongeza.
Utaona hii imechukuliwa, hii ikafanya hivi na hivi. So hizi ni politics. This is the only thing ambayo lazima ushikilie. Unaelewa? And deep down, I want to tell you guys,
my eyes are really bad.
Kwamba
I see. Macho zangu ziko mbaya.
Sijui watu watauana, ni mdomo tu. I'm telling the truth. If anything happens to anything, semi death ama nini, kitu tu kibaya, kiapa iko na
I see ameshaenda ile side ana type. Koma.
If anything happens to Nyako, you'll see them there. You'll see me there. You see yourself even there, supporting each other. This is how the world evolves. This is how maisha even in real life. Unaelewa? Si lazima ati mcommunicate, ati mpigiane simu, ati mkuwe ati mnatextiana kwa WhatsApp ama call each other.
Simu inaenda off. Simu inazima.
She wants this also to stamp authority.
Yes.
To a fellow Kenyan.
Yeah.
Listen, kwa hizi streets. You have to know
She also wanted to use that name ya Muli.
kujua ni kweli yuko pale mahali yuko. The other way, there's struggle with power. Nani mwingine alisaidia huyu, nani mwingine ifanye hivi na hivi. This is how the games are being played. I call it game. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu ya vile tuko tukiona today, na hii ni kitu unaogopa kusema. 2 days ago, we saw a very big move kutoka pale kwa Merupriti, and I'm not ashamed, I'm not afraid to say it. She went there, they shook hands, na nani? Na Diana. Now, a lot of people don't understand why they shook hands na Diana. Wakasema wamesameana. These are people wenye walikuwa hata kupelekana hata kwa careers, iende chini, touch even the kids, even the vulnerables, each other, wanapeleka mpaka kwa chini, wametishiana maisha, watu wafutishane kazi. Today they were, a few days ago, they were on the same platform. The reason you guys amjachimba mkajua the reason ni nini? It's because there's a fallout between mahali fulani. I want to show you I can also work with your enemy. And working that enemy is just for a purpose. March kulikuwa the same thing. Last year there was the same thing.
Yeah, true.
Kwa hiyo kitu.
Yeah.
So lazima tusome hizi vitu, tuelewe vile kunaendaga. Kazi yetu ama kazi yenu analyze ni kuanalyze, lakini usiweke sana kwa roho. Utashangaa sana ukiona hao watu wanadai pamoja, ama mimi nadai na hao watu pamoja. Ama they are even doing bigger things for each other. Wewe endelea kuchukulia hivyo. We used to think hata kwa real world, we used to think Raila and nani Ruto were enemies. They work together. We used to think Uhuru and Raila were dini. They work together. We've seen that. Unaelewa? We've seen. Tunapea tu example ya pale enemies. Mpaka saizi government inakontroliwa na nani? Na wale watu ambao tuko nafikiria ni rivals. So tukifungua tukiwa na ile akili ya kuangalia mbali, then utaoni. Look at someone like Boscan saying, I don't want that anymore. I don't want this and this and this. Now he's freely walking everywhere. Unaelewa? Unaelewa? Look at somebody like kila mtu nini na nini. Merge together for common reason. Ni kwa sababu unajua atakuliagi TikTok kwa undani zaidi. That's what you should all understand. But kwa sababu atuelewagi hizo vitu, tutakuwa hapa ilifanyika hivi na hivi na hivi. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And this time round the reason is because I have nime fall out of fulani. So we have these fights zinaanzaga. If today let Jacqueline turukane mimi na yeye, of course itaenda kwa the worst enemy wake.
Absolutely.
Kumuonesha utoshi mboga, nitarudi kwa sababu now I know that asikizana Diana, nitaenda kwa kamba Diana will welcome me with all arms. Tupatie siri. How does she do? The same thing will happen to anybody. So lazima tuelewe hizi vitu. And again is politics. Pale umeona kabisa hiyo record tumechezewa ni kwamba whatever Lady atasema, aseme she was there for a purpose. She knew that at that moment hapa huyu mwanamke ameniweza na amenyenyekea. So me being a smart person, wacha ni play along. Ni appease watu wako hapo mbele. Unaelewa? Because she wanted something. Now kama kitu is so much. Angalia the following months, April, May, June. Somebody wanted something. Now that's when we started seeing people wakisaidiwa. Diana, tunaingia kwa mali safi, tunamsaidia, tunapanda mali pengine, tunasaidia wote kwa the same panel. Tunapanda pale ndani. Tukue sharp na tufunguke macho guys. We are all smart. But hatutaki kuwa smart enough kuelewa politics za social media, especially hapa TikTok. So that's my take for today. Thank you, very important.
Nalo. Wow, Judge, you said it better than I could have. Wow. Nalo, guys, that is it. FYP, I don't know whether you got that, but that's it. Even that's very, yeah.
You didn't catch, Lady Jacqueline, you did not catch whatever Raf Muli has said. I think you came in to TikTok today, or I don't know where you were, I was with Diana Rose when I opened my live. And to me, I was making a summary of the whole thing. And what I said, this is politics. There's no... whatever, we were talking about peace, and peace was the rally call that was going around TikTok, which is good. I said it here, and she came up to challenge me, but we came to agree to disagree. For me, it is coalitions that are being made, because JP is no longer part of that team.
Yeah.
So yes, that there's a hole.
Guys, ni endi live twende huko. Should I?
And she said no, there's no gap.
Ni endi live twende
There's
huko.
nothing that JB
Tumalize
has
huko.
left. There's no there's
Ama
nothing,
nimalize hapa.
like she misses nothing, so she does not have to feel any void that has been left. But for me, I'm still on that opinion.
Should we just finish here?
And you agreed with me, Lady Jacqueline, that there's a void that JB has left, and now someone or other people are needed to fill that, either to the same capacity or to a bigger one, because these things happen even in the political world. I was looking at it from the political angle, and this was what I kept on saying, that this is just politics, and the politics that happen in our daily lives. Because leo utasikia sijui inaitwa ODM ameachana na UDP, alafu of course ODM will go look for someone else to fill the void that UDP has left. So these are the things that even
Thanks for the
happen
support.
in the real world.
Thank you so much.
But Diana Rose was adamant. She told me, no, this is not what is happening. For her, she's seeking peace. I went on asking Diana Rose, if truly you are seeking peace, the person that you are currently fighting with is JB. So why won't you reach out to JB first and then reach out to the neighbors, the other people who... And I get her answer, and that I took, that, you cannot force peace. She will take it in her own stride. That one I take, that makes sense to me. And her answer was good enough. But that was the line of questioning. But I still stand that these are just coalitions that are being made on TikTok. Unaenda unatafuta, kuna mtu amekuacha, so you want other people to come in. And we said, either you make coalitions are made with the same interest and towards the same goal or purpose. And more so if the interest is against the person that you are all against. So in this case, we were looking at everyone who Diana Rose is reaching out to. There are people who are not they're not friends with JB. So that void, that makes her, the purpose of them coming together. Thank you. The purpose of them coming together also makes sense. That's an addition to everything else. But for me, it's not just about fighting one person.
Yeah.
It is for there's a bigger picture. A bigger picture to me is that Diana wants to reclaim her throne. She wants to run the streets maybe better. And here we are. So yeah, to me it's all politics. It's just the politics of the day as we move on, even here on TikTok. Auka karibu. So yes, I agree with you, Raf Muli, 101%. Dominance and relevance, yes.
I think I take a mic because Auka just scribbled something down there saying that he's driving, maybe kuna kelele. Once he gets to Minneapolis, atafungua microphone. Well put, so FYP. But again, going back to JB and Diana Rose, actually there's no fight there. Diana fighting the JB is like it's like an elephant trying to fight a small ant, kachunguru, because we all know that Diana can take it in extra kabisa, anaweza enda down low. We know that. Hata kama tupendani na wao nini na nini.
Sianda madongo.
Let me get people who would
guys, I've got a bit of a cold, sorry.
Only $5,
Roman.
$10 and other stuff.
Guys, nakufa. Wacha ni reduce speed, whatever. Ni endi live, nimaliza live yetu. Guys, I'm outside in the cold. Nime reduce your volume so I can finish with you guys. Keep warm. I think I'm gonna go in and get in bed. So ndio sababu nataka nimalize. Guys, thank you for being here with me. Mimi niko sawa. Hizi vitu zimetoa ile zen yangu ya always, my usual zen, you know, but the zen will come back. And I know I'm off matches right now. It's because of how we are at the moment. The situation at home, guys. Imagine all our furniture is on the veranda because the house is being, the tiling is going on. Mnaona? Tiling inaendelea hapo. That's the work they did today. Rooms zingine wamesha tile, wamemaliza. Also, the ceiling boards are also going up. So the house is kind of in a state. In fact, let me show you around. That is one thing I do very, very well. Wacha nionyeshe around. So mjue kwa nini siko tap na siko live all the time. Nataka tumuelewe. Acha niachane na hizo machai for now. And then nikishaingia bed, maybe I'll go back to it. So, wacha nitoe hiyo filter. Okay. So now, this is it. So this ceiling board ilifanywa, I think jana ndio ilimalizwa. So that's the living room. Ilifanywa jana. And the tiling, this is being done. This was done today. So bado wajamaliza vizuri. So bado wana tile. Okay. And then if you come this way, so sina nyumba, in other words, I have nowhere. The situation is dire right now. So ukirudi huku, this is the kitchen and the ceiling board ilifanywa leo. Yeah. Thank you, Shirakai. Thank you, darling. So the ceiling board was done today. This is the kitchen. So now the kitchen cabinets, what was it from? I think it's from tomorrow afternoon because we've got everything, even the tiling and everything ya kitchen iko. So wataanza. And then the tiling ya floor itangoja until the kitchen has been built. This room, we've already done the tiling. Kuna watu wanalala hapo ndani, so siwezi fungua. Mafundi wanalala hapo ndani. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then, if you come this side, here you'll find my bedroom. Iko hapo. So Coral is asleep in there. But, let me turn on the lights so you guys can see. So sorry, it's a bit dirty because, again, tunaingia na matope. As you can see, the tiling has been done. Huku. The sink has been installed in the bathroom. The toilet has been installed. Bathtub inafaa iende hapa, bado haijakuwa installed. But there's a lot.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.